Let's find out. Yeah, we are streaming, okay. Well, too bad. I'm just gonna be playing the croissant for at least one more game. I've just made this huge abomination of a vehicle that is... It has only one little weapon on it, and otherwise it's just real tanky. Look at this.
That's great.
It's even got shields. There, 1 shield, 2 shield. And that takes a while to deploy.
That's beautiful.
I know, right? Can drive sideways because it goes on drills.
Are those giant drill-like wheels efficient?
Yes, they're great. They're actually really good compared to... Well, there's these tank tracks and they're really slow, and then there's regular wheels that are really fragile, but these are the perfect balance. Well, there's also legs if you want to be the slowest thing ever. And no one... Oh, this guy's legs. Look at this pathetic worm wiggling about. I mean... pathetic spider even.
Are they like...
Look how
do they
slow
let you climb up... Do they let you climb up, like, better terrain, or are they just useless, period?
Well, actually, I don't know. They seem to be kind of popular, but it's bizarre. I can't play them. They're so fucking slow. They drive me
If you got, like...
But I guess they let you turn real quick, so if you just make a vehicle that has like a really tanky front, and you can just turn towards the enemy each time and you'll be fine.
Could you add a bunch of them and make like a faster spider bot, or does the amount not matter?
You want to add a lot of them, but it doesn't get faster.
Ah, damn.
Especially because well, they're really slow by default, but then there's a cabin that you can use that makes them fast, but that cabin is real squishy. I mean, it's really lightweight, so it's not ideal. No, don't shoot my shield. Ha, they didn't shoot my shield. Now they're in my world. Look at that. I'm so tanky. I would have died twice over if I had been a regular car. Oh, but then I drove through my fire and died. Okay. Can these guys just die so I can play a new game?
I'm confused how fire is even damaging your vehicle, considering it's like entirely metal.
Well, fire damages metal.
Yeah, but not like if you're driving over fire real quickly, you know? It gotta kind of sit there for a little bit.
Well,
but
I drove
it's a video game,
through my fire a lot, actually. Well, I mean, that would just make fire useless, and I used that fire, so that would be bad.
That guy, Artigoa Spiderbot, though, is pretty cool looking.
Yeah, well, he's got one of those shit builds where it's just like, oh, we're just gonna put little boards outside, and they're gonna be good against explosive damage, because it's just gonna explode and it only takes one piece with it. But I hate it. It's so big. You're so fucking big. You're in my way all the time.
I think I saw you once with a build that was like some mega AA cannon thing, or like, not AA cannon, a mortar, and that was a pretty cool build.
Yeah, I play with that. That's some cool shit too. I guess that's my most efficient build even. Let's see. It's this thing here. Oh, I didn't need to assemble it just to drive it. Alright. Yeah, I can shoot wherever I want. I guess I should start the game though. I don't want to play with this though, because it takes forever to... You know, because it deals very small damage. But then what? It disappeared? Oh, okay, it's going already. It deals very small damage, and you'd have to just stay back and shoot them from the distance all game. I'd want to do that. But then, I guess it's also good because I got this fire weapon. That makes it pretty hard for them to get close to me. So it would be a good combo, but let's just be tanky one more time. And then I'll start work. Maybe I should start work already.
I'm not like,
Is this a sponsor? No, I just like playing this game.
I get fire, like, I don't mean to, like, I'm not like, oh yeah, games have to be realistic. I'm just like, I genuinely thought the whole reason why, like, tanks were built the way they were was to withstand, like, fire and going right through it, like, and I was just I'm confused how fire is so effective in that game.
The thing is that these aren't real tanks, they're just, like, post-apocalyptic. Look, this isn't tanky, look at this is like car parts and...
That's what. Okay, so it's not really metal then. It's like, or a lot of it, like it's
well,
the car metal stuff.
This stuff here is like canvas roof. This stuff in the back. Oh, okay. Late. And then, well, even then it doesn't matter because even the metal stuff melts, I guess. Well, I don't know if the fire's hot enough, you know. 9/11.
Fire doesn't melt steel beams.
It does.
Yeah, but no, fire melts metal, of course. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying it takes a little bit of time. Like, you can drive a car through a whole bunch of fire and they won't get affected. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, the wheels are the higher chance of getting.
The thing is that the barrels blow up and they deal explosive damage.
Okay.
And that's the main damage. But then if they stand in it, I guess they also take damage. So. Yeah, I guess they just couldn't balance around having metal armor and non-metal armor, so everything burns the same.
Maybe like the gas, the fuels underneath, too, like underneath the cars.
Oh yeah, for
and then
sure.
that
you can put the fuel wherever you want. And underneath.
So if you put it on
safest.
if you put it on the back or on the top, maybe you'd have a better chance on fire. I don't know. I don't know if that actually.
Yeah, and then they'll easily shoot you. I mean,
gotta just put it on your butt and then just know how to, like, twerk your ass out of the way, you know?
Yeah, just go use spikes. Why am I dying? Jesus, I'm so tanky, yet these guys just kill me with these. I don't get it. Were there 2 guys shooting me or something? Well, I mean, they're dead now, but still. I mean, I guess that is the advantage of the tank build. I would have died in my other build by now, but fuck. I just don't get how they always kill me so easily. I'll be one already. Okay, I'm playing another one. Wait, can I look at the stream?
You didn't die, right? Like, you're still, yeah.
I didn't die. I did well.
Most of your armor came off when you went through the fire twice. There was only one guy shooting at you.
Did they hit me with a mortar? Is that it?
Maybe early on. I didn't see a mortar though. I just saw you going through the fire. Most of your armor came off when you got shot at by the one guy the whole time, and then you went through fire a second time.
Okay, here's me taking damage from my own fire. Now see, I'm pretty healthy there, and then I would know the guy shooting with shotguns. That's the issue, I guess. Shotguns are pretty wild. I don't know, they're never good when I used them, but whatever.
There was a mortar, but it missed you, I think, right?
I'm not sure there is a mortar. I think that's just.
There was a huge explosion to your left, but I think it missed you. Like, it just missed you.
Well, it might still have damaged me, I guess. And I think it was the shotguns. I guess you don't really realize how fucking powerful they are. Oh great, there's a rocket guy over there. Rockets are just deadly spam.
Are there is this game pretty balanced, or are there some pretty broken builds that people like find in the meta or something?
I mean, it's balanced for a pay-to-win game.
Are you pay to win, or do you grind for it?
Well, actually, I guess I have paid, but I'm not insane. There's people that pay like $1,000 to get where I am, and I only paid like $100.
Okay, that's not extreme. That's not excessive.
I grind excessively, I guess. I played so much. I died immediately. Fuck. I can't leave it at that note.
You fucked up that one guy pretty hardcore with those barrels. Can you shoot the barrels while they're flying too? Like,
no.
With your gun?
I can't. They can shoot the barrels, but that'll be bad if they shoot them while I fire them.
Can your teammates not ignite them either?
Nope. Just the
enemies. That's kind of... I guess that's to balance it, because it'd be pretty OP if you could.
Well, I think actually it'd be... I think it's to prevent trolling, because people will just shoot my barrels. Or maybe they thought that we're too stupid to avoid shooting our own barrels. I have no idea. On the bright side, I can run them over without them blowing up. That would really be bad if they would just blow up all the time I run them over.
You could probably prevent the trolling by just making it there's like a 3-second delay when throwing your barrels or something where nobody but yourself can shoot them, and then after that anybody can. Like the enemy can always shoot them, but your teammates can't until after like a few seconds.
Well, they'd still be able to troll me if I drive near a barrel that I made and then they shoot it.
Yeah, but then you just have to watch out. That's the price you'd have to pay, I guess.
Well, yeah. And besides, you don't want them to just shoot your barrel. I mean, they might shoot the barrels because they think they're hostile, and then no, they've annoyed me and they've ruined my barrels.
Yeah. This game looks nice, though. I didn't realize how good it was, like, until I've seen this grassy map.
Oh, well, it is pretty sweet actually. That's why I don't like that fucking robot game. What's it called? Robocraft, because it's hideous. But this game is so fucking cool.
Yeah, that's what this reminded me. I played a little bit of Robocraft.
Oh, he's resting on me, so I can drop barrels on him. Oh shit, he's shooting me! That's a bot, by the way. They always mix in bots.
The William?
Yeah. The generic names are bots. Oh Jesus. Oh god, is that a sideways mandrake? I knew it. I knew it was a sideways mandrake. Ah! Motherfucker. I guess I better go get him. Why does it never drop the big shield when I say? Weird. No! No, you idiot! You're in my way! Oh, great. Now I'm fucked, aren't I? I guess I better stay near my shield if it even unfolds. Nope, nothing. Okay. Well, that was fucking embarrassing. I tried to rush that mortar, but I couldn't do it. Now, what is this guy saying? It looks 5-year-old. It's fucking beautiful and new. How they? Oh, good. Just loaded instantly, so I'll be able to see what's going on. Oh yeah, and I guess I don't actually know what to work on in my game, so I guess I'll actually get to make levels now. Isn't that wild?
You're on like I'm on the stage where I was about to be making levels. Then I realized I wanted to add in the mechanic that lets me group things into a container, just so that because right now the way it is each object I put in my game, I can move it via code, but I can't group things into a collection and then move the entire collection. And because I can't do that, I'm not able to move everything at once. I have to move them each separately, and it's a big chore. Like if you had like 10 objects you wanted to move together, you'd have to do like
oh, he died instantly.
10 checks for that.
Well, I don't know. Why don't you just put them in the right place to begin with? Whee! I'm not sure I'd bother making that tool, but then again, I made more excessive tools, even though there are no tools where I can move shit, so I guess that's something. There's no copy-paste in my game yet.
Well, I have stuff like a train that I want to move across the screen, and so
that you mean.
Yeah, so using an event editor
I saw you were talking about the level editor. Jesus, what is this guy up to? Why is he rushing me with a sniper weapon? Does he think I don't have a weapon in here? Because I do. Oh no, don't shoot my shield. Ha! Didn't shoot my shield. Is he coming in here like an idiot? Wow. This guy does not know to keep his distance. Yeah, I really thought you were talking about moving things in the level editor.
No, I just use Tiled to do the level editing. Then I have to just translate that into the game.
I don't know what tile is. Man, I killed that guy in a really hard battle, but then I got sniped. My team died. They didn't do shit. Yeah, what is it?
It's just a software that lets you place things like tiles and also objects into a map, and then export it out into data, and then I just import that data.
I see.
So it's pretty easy to make maps because I'm using RPG Maker by default, and their map editor is very limited. So you'd either have to resort in using a plugin that you use in-game to extend on top of it, which would be a huge hassle, or you use an alternative program, parse that into data that the software can use. And so that's what I went with.
Interesting. Alright, enough playing of Crossout. Unfortunately. I could play all day, couldn't I? What a fun game.
But I'm at this issue now because I want to be able to group stuff into containers so I can move everything. But I realized like the method at which I add stuff to different layers, because I did this optimization where before I was throwing everything into one container and then sorting everything for their depth. But that's very slow if you have like 500 objects. So instead I broke it up into layers. So and then I only sort stuff if it's X and Y moved. I tell the parent to then sort based on if it moved. So if I have 1,000 objects, let's say, placed in between 10 layers, and the player layer, the one that matters to be sorted in real time for the most part, is like layer 4 and only has 5 objects. It only ever sorts 5 objects. Only when you move up or down, or I change the Z depth. So no like pointless updating is done.
Yeah, imagine that.
But it's got the negative trade-off of it's got the downside of being a little convoluted to use, because I didn't want to use an external library that could help me, because I didn't think I'd need all that power. But now that I'm doing the container thing, I'm kind of sitting here like it'd be very useful. It'd be very useful now.
That is complex. Well, I don't know what you want. Oh shit, I forget that his mouse doesn't work. How will I ever play shit? I mean, work shit. I think scroll goes the wrong way. Fucking click doesn't work. Hey, I was gonna check if I have another version of it. Ah, fuck whatever. I already ordered 3 more. Oh yeah, and I got a new phone.
Oh sweet, what kind of phone?
Samsung Galaxy.
Oh, what are they on the S9, or is it newer now?
I have no
S10?
idea. How do I even find out? Ah, fuck, whatever, who cares? It's got 2 cameras. I mean, 3.
Oh, nice. So now you can take pictures of stuff in front of you, or take video of yourself, and then I'm assuming the third camera is angled down for specifically dick camming. So now you gotta.
I was thinking of making a new kind of dick pic where it shows like my fat belly and then my dick and my unshaven legs. Not just the dick, that would be too flattering. And I'm gonna show him the full honest package.
Oh dear.
No, the other camera is just a really wide lens camera. It's kind of cool.
Oh, okay. Huh,
oh wait, I don't have to work on code at all. Haha, I gotta make levels. And then I'll get triggered how annoying my level editor is, and then I'll be sad that I wasted all this time. Wait, let's check out the level some more.
Good thing is that because I'm using source tree to back up everything on Git, I can make some changes today, and if they are an utter failure, I can just revert it without having to do too much backtracking.
Damn.
I reached the point where I'd backups too many things in like a backup folder, like a RAR backup folder or a zip, and then I'd make a bunch of changes and then try to revert them, but then not remember specifically what I backed up and what I'd need to revert back. So I eventually got to using an actual repository thingy.
Huh.
Kind of cool, I guess.
How is that spelled differently than the thing that's in your butt? Repository? Suppository? I'm sorry, that was immature, but I just didn't remember which one was which. It's actually a suppository.
I guess the proper term would be source control. I think that's the proper term. For like, not for what I meant, not just a repository is part of source control, I guess. Something like that.
That makes sense. Oh man, now I miss playing Croissant. Oh no. How are you, Rabbit Waffles? Waffles? Right. Reese really likes the key-shaped room. Alright, well, I guess this first level isn't too bad, even though I guess the round rooms are kind of weird. Huh. What can be done? What could be done? I don't know how to work on the first level. Let's go work on the other level. Levels. Clone tubes, cloning labs. Oh shit, I need to tell it first level on, but I need to tell ruins, first level off. Boom.
The only thing I'm really worried about is like, I'm implementing in a more difficult, slightly more complex API. It doesn't change too much, but it's a little hard. It's a little tricky to work with, and if you don't know how to use it, and it's been a while since I've used it, so I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna break everything.
This ground looks weird. Curious. Maybe it's up inside out. No idea. Alright, so here we go. We got the tubes. Oh yeah, Jesus, I forgot about the swirly tube. That never worked. And 12 restarts. It took 12 restarts and it couldn't get it to work. Fuck. I wonder why. Oh, everything is fucked. Okay. Well, it must be something with the tubes. Let's find out about the tubes.
Are those tubes supposed to be light shafts or something?
No, they're tubes with squids inside.
Oh, okay.
I don't see the issue. Maybe this distance is too big. I'll be right back. Gonna pick up a second.
Really?
Still didn't work. Great. I made 2 tubes. It made 3 tubes? Then what's the issue? Curious. Jesus, so many enemies. Who is messaging me on the thing?
Oh god, it's been forever since I've used this. Oh no.
What are you using?
I'm using this thing called Pixie Layers, which is supposed to help me render stuff on a different, like, you have a hierarchy that you place objects in, and it allows me to render stuff outside of that hierarchy, so I can do stuff like Z-depth easier. And I'm just trying to set it up, and it's been a while since I've set it up. I think... Scene base. Oh god. Scene boot.
Damn.
Oh, is it even worth it? No, it is. I have to do this some way. It's either I do some weird workaround, or I do it this way.
Oh, no idea how you're doing it.
Hmm.
Oh man. Getting some real heavy messages here. I guess I better focus on the stream. Yep. Everyone going wild. Will they break up, won't they? Who knows? Oh well. Okay, so why on earth is it refusing to make the rooms? It makes no storeroom and no item room. Could it be because of the thing? Because where it's trying to do one of each level, one of each. Alright, what if I do this? Probably no different. Fuck. Actually, I have no idea. Still didn't work, damn it. Huh. What on earth can I do to fix this? It still doesn't make any item rooms. Must be something having to do with these groups. Unless it's that latest thing. Alright, there, now I'm not busy anymore, I hope. Ah, fuck. Getting messages with the drama. Right, what on earth is going on? No item room? Why no well, it doesn't have an item room, but can it make a generic item room, or did I break that feature somehow? Types 2. Yep. Okay, how about types 2 here? Uh-huh. Okay, so if this contains... Wait, how often did I use this? Only just one time, I guess. Okay. Or types does not contain room type. There we go, maybe. Let's see if this fixes everything. So are you doing work right now?
Trying to. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna go about this.
Wait, this supposedly has 3 tubes? I didn't even realize. Yeah, here are 3 of them. Anything new on the Twitters? Oh yeah, this shit doesn't update fast enough usually. Yeah. Was I gonna post anything? I have no idea. Taking a long time. Could it be fucked already? No, it's working finally. Okay. Good to know. I guess now I just have to test if the other level still works. Where's the third tube? I don't oh, there it is. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This is neat. Very neat. Okay. What can be done? Oh yeah, let's test ruins. I wonder if this works. I think last time I tried this didn't work. Oh, it worked, okay. And this shit still works too. I didn't mess it up, I think. I don't know yet though.
That's good.
I have to see if it ends up making a generic item room. That would not be good. Nope. I can look at the map and I'll see it because the generic item room is smaller. Why is it taking long? Oh no! Is it fucked? Yes, yes it is fucked. I don't know why though. It didn't make an item room. That'll be a fun first level. I wonder why. That time it worked fast enough. Oh yeah, I made a special script that prevents this block from sloping so that it actually makes corners properly sometimes. It's still fucked with round rooms sometimes, but at least with the big empty rooms it works fine. Yeah, that does look better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And this here would be sloped too if that script were inactive. Which also wouldn't be as cool. Right. Can you hear the noise outside?
Sounds like somebody's cutting grass or something.
They're always cutting grass. There's no end to it all. Have you seen Purgatory?
Purgatory?
It's the new Cyanide and Happiness show.
Is it any good?
Yes, it's great.
I used to watch Cyanide and Happiness a bunch, and then I guess the show version, they moved to a different platform that you had to pay for, and then I kind of...
It's so trash because they made a Kickstarter and oh no, guess what? We're putting it on a platform that only Americans can access now. Fuck you. Also, you have to pay.
Yeah. And then I wasn't able to watch anything, and then they'd upload shorts and stuff, but I would never be able to see the full things.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you can get it now on some weird platform that they use now that is not locked. Well, I mean, you can still pay, I guess. Man, Caesar was garbage, wasn't it?
What was that?
That's the second platform they used. I don't know.
That's what it was called? Okay, damn, it's been a while. So.
Well, there's one that's called VRV. One that's... I don't actually know what the new one's called. Wasn't it Crunchyroll? No, probably not. It was working with Crunchyroll though, I think. Find Crunchyroll. I want to have a Crunchyroll. Tasty spring roll.
You gotta get a anime studio to make an anime about Squid Invaders.
Well, that kind of Crunchyroll.
I know.
How would this work if I if I made this level much smaller? Yeah. 34? Wait, no, that is 34. I thought that'd be more. Alright, let's try 19. Okay. 10 restarts, 22 rooms. I guess that's acceptable. This big room's probably pretty pointless. No enemies even. I wonder if I should disable the random occurrence of huge rooms. What do you think? Oh, it probably should be an option actually. Randomly huge rooms.
Maybe make it so that if a room exceeds a certain height, it's forcefully has to spawn some sort of content. So it's not just empty space.
Well, if it was a room that I made in the level editor, then that would already have content in it, but this is just a random room, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I don't think this is a random room, is it? It is a random room, okay. I didn't know they could be this shape. Alright, what do we have here? Well, it's a working version of the thing we wanted. It's so funny how it's a big room and then a key. And then a boss.
I forget, were you going to allow rooms? I don't know if you added it yet or not, or if you're even going to do it. Were you going to allow rooms to rotate, or did you figure that'd be too hard or something?
Oh, I didn't consider it yet. Fuck. Want me to do that today?
I don't know if it's important. I mean, I guess it would add variety if, like, the key rooms and stuff could be flipped different directions, or...
Oh, yeah, I guess so. Fuck. It'll be painful to do. No idea.
You know, I'm still sitting here staring at a blank screen going, what am I going to do with my life?
Jeez. I guess this existential nightmare. Wait, does this have a way to clear the stream? The chat. I want to clear it. It's nothing new. Maybe I can tell it to clear after a while automatically. Let me see. Oh yeah, I remember this shit doesn't actually allow me to do shit. How do I turn off the thing? Ah, here we go. Right. I think it's still... Oh, is it? Enable and stream. No, that's not it. How do I make it disappear after a while?
Filtering, maybe?
Guess not.
Ah, damn.
Man, sync. I swear there was a thing. Wait, does that only work in stream? Yeah, I love that option that doesn't actually work. That's my favorite option. I mean, it works, it just doesn't work in this program that I want it to work in, god damn it. Yeah, I guess I could restart it. But whatever. I mean, now there's already something new, so whatever. Wait, that's how many rooms is this? 29 rooms? That's not 19, and it took 12 restarts. Shit. Why can't... Oh, I guess I know why.
Okay, let's make a new file.
Let's see, edit group. Max rooms, min rooms. How about this one? Oh, this has precisely 2, huh? Oh, that's too specific and stupid. I guess. I'm not sure actually, it might be a good idea to have it limited. Alright, let's try it now. Oh man, right when I was just playing Croissant and everything was simple. Hey, this didn't work, it did 12 restarts again, fuck.
Every time you say cross out, I think you're saying croissant.
Yeah, I do that on purpose, you troll.
I didn't know that.
Shit, this room
I thought
didn't
it was
work
like,
at all. Hmm?
I thought it was like just some weird accent. I don't know.
It's a croissant. It's delicious.
I actually never liked croissants.
You maniac.
I don't like the I don't like it when bread is, I guess, baked that way. Though
With butter.
I don't know how you describe it. I actually don't like butter in my food really.
Lucky
It's because I was raised in a family that didn't cook stuff with butter at all, and then I was just raised not to like butter.
Damn it. Oh, it only took 11 restarts this time. Huh. Okay, how about... Oh. Yeah, I guess it should have a minimum of 1 of these groups per level. I thought it would already have increased that limit because it needs them. I don't know. 12 restarts, for fuck's sake! Didn't even do this thing. Ugh. Is it really just because the level is smaller? It doesn't even have one. It doesn't even have one of those rooms now. Really? I really wish this was a button that I could click a group. Why? Oh, why? Wait, is this... The store is empty? Is that an error? The store is empty? The store shouldn't be empty. Great, I saved the store, now it's empty.
Damn.
I wonder if that has anything to do with the problem. It does not make a store most of the time, but it didn't make an item room even this time. Fuck. Just an item room, no store. Why is there no store? Oh wow, what a great level. Oh well, at least at least I'll never get done. I'll always be caught up in some bullshit. There's a lot of enemies in this small room. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I see. Well, that time it worked. Wait, it still has stuff in it? Oh, great. Nothing works. Oh, now it has stuff in it. What the fuck? But I saved the store with no stuff in it, and now it has stuff in it? Is it because I clicked on group? No. can be done. Oh, now it's got no stuff in it. What
Yeah,
was it?
I noticed when you switched one of the tabs, it instantly made something disappear. And that was after you clicked the group, I think. I don't know if it's like clicking group and then changing to a different tab page. Does that?
I clicked on rooms and then it did it. Okay. Bizarre. Well, this sucks. Everything sucks.
What the heck could that be even tied to?
Oh, I think I know. Because it needs to load each one of the rooms to find out what group it's in. So it can tell me what group it's in the loading room folder. And then apparently that destroys all the shit. Ah, here we go. Oh, nice, yeah. Oh my god, this is the height of typing. What? Okay, well, it's apparently the height of... What? My keyboard works. What do you want from me? Oh, okay, now it works. Who could have guessed? Wait, why am I doing this here? Oh. Jesus. Alright. Well, there's one bug fixed, I guess. Still no idea why this shit is doing all this shit and not working. Ah! And let's see what happens this time. It is good that I'm finally working again. Even though it doesn't seem so.
No.
Actually getting stuff slightly done. Doing bug testing, why sometimes it doesn't work.
Butt testing?
Yes, I will probe you. Jesus, this is 29 rooms instead of 19. Great job. Wait, why? Why are there so many? What are they made of? Is it just because they're groups? So it just can't stop making so many? But like, why did it make these ones? They don't do anything. They're not part of a group. So yeah, if I click rooms now, it doesn't do that. Okay, so how about 100, huh? What are you gonna do with 100 rooms? What now, game? No, it actually worked. With no restarts? Interesting. So a huge room, a huge level is less likely to cause errors. Oh, and it has like a million of those gold groups, which I guess made it easier to spawn the store. Yep.
Okay, let's add the stage, and then let's add layers. Okay.
Well, I didn't check how many rooms it had. It looked like 100. I could have just played Crossout all day. You ever play games all day? Oh wait, no, you're a fake gamer.
Whoa. I play porn games all day sometimes.
Oh. Oh no!
One time I loaded up. What?
Bugged.
What happened?
Oh, it combined the room really weirdly. I mean, no, I guess it's always this diagonal room that doesn't get checked properly. I guess that's a hint. And it seems like it would have worked if it was a thin diagonal room, so I guess it's getting the size of the diagonal room wrong.
You know, it does kind of look cool when it merges that stuff together. It's like, it does kind of create unique kind of environment.
Guess, but I don't, it's still a bug.
If there was a way you can make it intentionally merge stuff based off a chance, but...
No idea. I don't know if that would work.
God, I was so close to making levels and being able to move on, and here I am.
No, you too.
So, Florian, when you fully transition into a squid girl, Flo is gonna be your name, okay? From then on, like you're gonna have to change it to just Flo.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Damn. And I'm always moist. There you go.
Beautiful. Alright, let's see.
This is my life.
Okay, have I overwritten that?
Because it made 108 rooms from 108. Perfect. Okay, so I guess the real challenge is making it a smaller level and still work. But this is like the first level, so it should be smaller. And then I said it's small and it doesn't work. See? No work. No store, no item, no store, no item. It made a store and an item, but never a store and an item in the same try.
Cat, I'd prefer if you wouldn't go through the trash right now.
You can't stop me.
That's what he's thinking. He's been bullying his brother too. What a dickbag.
Cats are the worst pets.
They're low maintenance though, so.
They are, but they destroy so much.
As long as you put preventive measures like something a cat would prefer, like a cat scratcher, they won't go out of their way to like tear up your furniture.
Wow. Is that the purpose? Wow, of cat scratches.
The only reason why they like dig into your chairs and stuff is because they wanna, they wanna like shave their nails. There's something else, I don't know.
Man, can you imagine how long it would take to shave your nails by scratching stuff?
I'm not sure if it's, you know, I'm not actually sure if it is to shave their nails or if it's just like a massage to them or something. I don't know.
It's gotta be. The nails.
I mean, they're already weird in that they can control their nails being inside or out. Can you imagine at will growing your fingernails out of your hand?
They don't grow them.
Well, shift them.
I mean, I guess that's pretty sweet. I mean, fucking dogs are so stupid with their claws always out. Fucking unrefined brutes.
See, dogs tear up your furniture too. And they do it quicker. So that's why.
Well, they are bigger.
Yeah, and they don't know how to use a cat box. So they just, you know, shit on the floor if you don't let them out.
Really? Well, I thought dogs are smart.
Well, they're smart in terms of being your complete and utter bitch and listening to everything you say.
Yeah, well, except for the pooping.
And I don't know if you'd call that smart, but they can listen to you better than a cat. A cat doesn't have the memory to retain being trained as well as a dog.
Yeah, obviously that's intelligence. Jesus.
Yeah, people always say like dogs have a bigger brain, so scientifically or something they're smarter, or they are supposed to be smarter. But then I sit there and I see a dog being beaten by its owner or something, and then it's still loyal and listening to every command. And I'm like, dog, you're pretty stupid. Just kill the guy already. Come on, his dick's right there in his pants. Rip the shit off, and then run.
Dude, you know, women do that too, right? Yeah.
Women do. No,
They get into abusive relationships and they don't leave. What are you on about?
Well,
you think that's a sign of not intelligence to be on the level of a woman? Right.
For a second, you could paint that as if that's what you were trying to say for a sec.
Well, you're the one saying it.
But see, well. Okay, but here, like, think of it this way.
That was a
cat
misogynist statement, I know.
See, a cat gets abused, and the cat goes, nope, and then leaves. And just fucks right off. You know, I think that's why cats are the superior beings. They're smarter than humans.
No, that's not smart. That's in the big picture. That's pretty worthless. The dogs, they're a good companion no matter what. That's what counts in the big picture. What?
Yeah, I like how when you made the woman example, it's like it was a comparison to women to dogs in the first place, and I was already thinking in my head when I made a joke earlier about how a dog's your bitch. I was like,
yes,
are women your bitch?
Oh no, what a crazy statement of misogyny. Is it really just the amount of rooms?
Oh, damn.
Wait, does the group have a desire to spawn more often? Well, it should spawn twice, you lazy bum. Why you spawn that group twice for me? Right, whatever. Minji, where's Minji? What? No! That can't be right. Surely I mentioned that variable min_g at some point. Really? No. I don't mention that variable once. Are you kidding me? That can't be right. No wonder. Jesus.
What's that variable supposed to do?
Min group min. Wait.
Okay.
That's bizarre.
So that's why that's not working.
You'd think it would work. Huh. Yeah. Man, yesterday I ate at a cafe and then I forgot to pay. Now I gotta go back there and pay. I wonder if they put wanted posters up of me.
Like that what was that episode? I don't know if you watch it, but that episode of The Office when Michael was lost and they had to find him. And they found him because his poster, his face was up on the poster of a Chinese restaurant because he forgot his wallet.
Damn. Oh, he forgot his wallet. Well, at least he didn't forget to pay.
How'd you forget to pay and get out, like, without, you know,
they're pretty lazy. They don't even let you pay fast enough, really, most of the time.
That's like this place I go to, Mod, where
I was really in a hurry though, and I guess they got stuff to do. Yeah, go on.
there's this pizza place called Mod where you get to build your own pizza. Like they'll build it right in front of you. And after you're done, you have to wait in this thing to pay, but they're all too busy cooking the pizza and helping other people. So if you just walk and sit down, they'll call your name up for the pizza and you don't even have to pay.
Wait, when do you normally pay?
So you stand in line and then you go to the front where there's like these windows where you get to look in and you tell them how to make it, kind of like a Subway or any type of fast food place like that, but it's not a fast food place. The place is like, it's not a fast food place, basically. And then they have the cashier, like, a little up further from that, and you stand there to pay, but there's nobody there usually, because it's this, everyone works in the same little area, so there are people cooking, there are people getting other people's pizzas ready, and there are people making pizzas. So one of them has to take a second to take a break to go and pay you. So if you just walk past it and sit down after you're finished, or they'll call your name up anyway, thinking you paid already.
Damn. The mind games.
I've never done that before, like I've always paid, but I could have not paid like 5 or 10 times.
Damn. And then they go out of business. Man, a lot of restaurants have been going out of business, actually. I guess I've been here for, I don't know, 8 years now, and like 2 of my favorite restaurants are gone.
Have you been living in the same apartment?
Yes.
All those? Oh wow.
Yes, it's owned by me.
Oh, you own? Wait, own what? The
apartment.
The room itself or the building? I'm confused.
The apartment.
So just the okay.
Oh
wait, is it like a condo or something?
Yeah, the building is like 80 apartments.
Okay. So then it's like
one.
Okay. So if you wanted to move somewhere else, you could actually rent out your apartment if you wanted to, right? I guess.
Obviously.
Okay. Is it a nice place?
Yeah. I mean, it's too bright. People are usually, oh, natural light, what a bonus. No, curtains, please.
This was back 8 years. This would be 2011. Did you finish Isaac before or after moving there?
I guess after. I remember being in the apartment making Isaac.
Damn. So you bought the apartment? Did you
No, my
buy
mom
the
owned
apartment
it.
before? Oh, okay.
And now she gave it to me. But I bought another apartment for her to live in.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. Alright, looks like it works. Now let's make the smallest fucking level we can.
You didn't finish paying off her entire mortgage and then buy her a car like Tommy?
Mortgage, bitch? We don't do that shit.
What? What do you guys do there then?
Well, I mean, sure, people do it, but I never needed to go into debt. And I guess my mom never went into debt either. Well, except for with me, I guess. She borrows money from me. Okay, so this didn't seem to have worked.
This.
Oh, now there's 4 rooms.
Fuck.
Maybe I should impose a lower limit on how small a level can be.
Oh my god.
What? Oh,
There are errors, and I don't even know what they are.
Oh look, there's 20 rooms, but it should have only had 13. Fuck.
What? I'm fast as fuck, boy.
What?
Have you never seen that meme?
Fast? What's fast?
There's this meme where this guy goes, "I'm fast as fuck, boy."
I know, but why? How does it relate?
The way you said something reminded me of that.
Oh,
I don't remember what you said.
I don't think I said fast. This is a cool
the way you
level,
said
by
it.
the way. Look at this. Like a sword gun. Oh, and the boss is next to the spawn room.
This is This is why the seeds are so important, because you could find seeds you like, save it, and then spawn those as special rooms or something, you know?
You know that wouldn't work, right?
Why?
Why? Because I would have to change it every time I change the algorithm. The seeds would be obsolete. They wouldn't work anymore.
Well, I don't know how crazy your algorithm is, but it's like the seeds control the random. So even if you changed how, well, I guess if you changed the simple if state, but it still
if you
follow
change
the
anything,
same pattern.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah,
it would be completely random. It would try to spawn a room, but oh no, there's a different room in the. If I add a single different room, then it'll mess up the whole random. And I'll be adding rooms.
Right, but it still used the same random pattern of numbers to generate. Yeah. That's how
I know, but
works.
what's the point if the random numbers correspond to different random rooms now that have different sizes, different properties? And then
I guess the
branches
one
out
issue
differently.
I guess one issue is that it's not just based off of room size, like bounding box, because if you did it that way, then the structure could always be the same, I'd assume.
But the room size is different too. The chance of a big room spawning will be different depending on how many big rooms there are in the level editor.
I just remember watching a guy who was building a procedural game, and he set it up so that for debugging he'd use a single seed, and then every time he'd regenerate and add new rooms or new content, he'd get the same layouts every single time. And I guess that's because he just designed his algorithm to work that way.
No, I assume he just made it so the rooms don't really matter in any way, they're just interchangeable, but that's not the case here.
Yeah, maybe. I think they were... It was like procedural...
Oh yeah, the boss.
It was like procedural cutouts, I think, of blocks, and then that made rooms.
How can the boss room be next to the starting room? How does that happen? Okay, what do we have here? 10-1. What's this? 2-1. Okay, so the 1 is how far away from the starting room it is, I guess. Okay, curious. Boss. Yeah, you gotta stop trying to make me do seeds.
Update stage. Well, I don't know. I guess your thingy's just too fucked to ever take advantage of it.
I mean, it'll work in the final game, but then it'll only work for like this one day, and this one patch. There probably won't be that many patches, but still.
See, the one way I saw this guy do it is because he set up each segment of the generation using like I don't know, a specific setup. All the room structure layout used a specific algorithm to start, and then he'd generate the content within it with an algorithm and all that. So if he changed the algorithm for maybe spawning content inside rooms, the layout would always be the same, no matter what.
Yeah,
because
well, it's all interconnected in this, obviously, so it's not gonna work.
Okay.
Just add one extra room and it'll mess up the whole algorithm. I mean, it'll change it slightly. Can't be done.
Date.
I mean, each room has a chance of appearing, and even if you increase the chance of appearing, it'll change based on the random.
Right.
Alright, so I guess I never bothered doing the boss room not close to the start room. I wonder how to fix that. Alright, here is the huge if statement, and the last part of it is where it fails at making sure the boss room doesn't spawn.
So when you generate stuff, do you start at like a starting position and then increment each time? Is that how you do it?
What?
Or do you like... how does your generation work? Like, you have these restarts, but so are you like, how are you telling it to place rooms or not? Like, what's your method to that, I guess?
I don't know what you're asking specifically.
Well, I remember when I was looking up, I was reading an article about how Spelunky did it, and Spelunky determines the starting position and the ending position, and then it determines where all the special locations at once, and then it procedurally generates all the content around those locations.
Yeah, I don't do it that way.
Other games I noticed, there are a few games that do it where they have a starting position and then they increment slightly each time and build out the room as it kind of moves. That's another way. I think that might be the way you're doing it. I don't know.
No, it just has a starting place, and then it makes rooms randomly, and then it stops, and then if it worked, then it won't have to destroy everything. Wait, why is this one an issue? Don't tell me we got copyright issues. Wait, you're blocked in 60 countries? No. Why? Universal Pictures, you bastards. Great, so that's gonna suck. Wow. I had it edited, and that made it worse. Who could have guessed? Wait, what were we talking about?
You were telling me how you did your generation.
Did you understand?
Yeah. It's what I said it before. I guess you didn't understand what I meant. Okay.
Right.
I did. The one part I didn't know about was the fact that if it fails, it restarts the entire thing.
Yep.
Which doesn't that theoretically give it a chance to restart almost an infinite amount of times, or do you have
like an I think.
Oh my god. See, that's why the Spelunky way I told you about, it makes it impossible to ever even do a restart. It doesn't even let the ability for a restart to ever happen.
Well, how does it do anything then?
Because what it does is it creates this starting position, then it determines the end position right away, just a random position. Then it determines all the special rooms positions. Then once it's done with that, it does a calculation to determine a path, but for each of those sections to connect no matter what. Then it randomly generates rooms to fill in that path to make a level, basically.
Huh. Well, potentially it could find a room that won't fit, and then it'll restart infinitely trying to find a different room. You know?
I think the way they do it is like, it determines the space it has, determines if a room or not will fit, and then either puts a room or doesn't, and just puts empty content or something, or a block, or maybe fills it with a procedural like fake room, basically. And so it first checks to see if a custom room can fit. If not, it switches to a procedural one to fill in the space, because everything's destructible in Spelunky. I mean, you know that. So, and I think this is the same technique.
Aha! Spelunky can generate impossible levels. Checkmate, atheists. Well, you have to use bombs, right? But do you get bombs? Who knows? I think there used to be impossible levels in Isaac where you had to use bombs. Because that game was supposed to be like Bomberman in the beginning.
Yeah, I think the whole point is that Spelunky theoretically cannot have impossible rooms.
Oh.
Yeah, because remember, it determines the path beforehand.
No, he says it can. Don't you
Maybe
trust Leaf? By the way, Leaf, you know you can come into voice chat and talk to us whenever you want. It's like Deonon didn't realize that either. Anyone can come in and talk to us.
Leaf, I'm thinking that could just be an intentional design of the developer being like, hey, let's design rooms that that will fuck you if you don't have bombs, so you better be prepared. Because I remember, I mean, it could be that sometimes it doesn't, but if I'm not mistaken, his algorithm makes it impossible for that to happen. So if it does happen, I think it's intentional.
You think it's impossible? That's ridiculous. You can't make for sure it's impossible.
Well, if you have a starting position and you have an ending position, and you tell it to generate a path that makes a path from A to B no matter what, then you have a path from A to B. There's no way that can be obstructed. So if something does obstruct it, yeah, it could be a bug. I won't deny if it's a bug. Yeah, it could be. I wouldn't be mistaken if like somehow one of his like pick this specific template was too big or something and then blocked it off. I wouldn't be surprised. I just remember the theory behind was that it was not supposed. I'm sure it could be bugged or something. I don't know. I sucked at Spelunky, but I did like it.
Oh, I hate it. It has a sprint button. I hate games that have a sprint button. Especially a shitty one like in Spelunky.
Do you hate sprint buttons more or stamina bars?
Well, they go hand in hand.
Well, yeah, but would you rather have sprint with a stamina bar or not?
Well, what's the stamina bar gonna do if it's not to count down how long you can sprint?
Well, Dark Souls lets you sprint and has a stamina bar, and you love Dark Souls.
Yeah, I hate the stamina bar and the sprinting and that. That's
hey,
why
just play Dark Souls 1 and get the green grass crest shield, and then you never have to worry about stamina ever again.
Yeah, you do. What are you talking about?
For running around, the grass crest shield makes it almost never go down.
Did you not play the game?
Yeah, I've beaten it many times.
Well, you always run out anyways. It just regenerates faster. There's nothing that can stop you from running out in Dark Souls.
I believe if you take the green crest shield and then you eat, was it the stamina grass? Or maybe that's Demon Soul.
It still only regenerates faster.
Let me,
What is an S-type? Oh. Subtype, okay. Okay, so room type is null. And this is that? What are you what? Or it's basic. I don't know what this does. Oh wait, I guess I do. Alright. So that's for the special rooms. Oh yeah, special type, okay. Okay, so if this is the same and then or these things. Okay, so
hey, you think your map editor is bad, Florian? I believe Spelunky's entire map editor was done in like numpad, or not numpad, like fucking was it, what do you call it? Notepad. Using ones and zeros and stuff.
I tried to have it that way, but Edmund wouldn't want it. He didn't like that concept.
I guess doing diagonal rooms would be a real big pain.
Yeah, and also spawning enemies when there's only like so many characters you can use. I didn't consider we'd have so many enemies at the time.
To me, Dark Souls is the only game that has really cool to watch like speed runs that aren't like pure autism. Like people look badass as fuck speed running them.
Yeah.
And you see some other games where they're speed running and they're like, okay, now I'm gonna use this special glitch, and then they're fucking a wall for like 10 minutes, and then like.
Yeah, I don't know. My glitch speedruns are pretty garbage.
Like in Dark Souls,
I don't know why they even bother. Why don't you just not glitch? Is it that hard? Can't you just play the game normally? Who wants to see you glitch through a wall? I mean, Dark Souls does that too. Yeah, you jump off and then it does. It's shit.
You see people jump off, but then they're like equipping like 10 items at once while falling, and then they switch to something else and land and are able to land like by switching items and then living the fall and then running through, and it's just way cooler, I think.
Damn.
I don't know.
I don't think they switch items.
I think one of them, Dark Souls 1, when I watched it, there are certain jumps that you need to live, and they switch items mid-air to survive them. Not for glitches, but just to survive them.
Are you sure
And
they're
then,
not just switching items just so they can have the items afterwards?
Oh, they switch those too, but they switch like... you know how your fall damage is based on your weight and how much you have on you. So if you unequip certain armor and equip different stuff, you can survive falls better. And so they'll cast a spell that makes it so that they're lighter, not lighter, but survive fall damage better.
Yeah, but they could have just brought that stuff in to begin with.
And then, yeah, but I don't know. Or whenever you're like, there's like a bunch of strats for certain doors. You have to equip certain stuff at certain times to pull off certain buffs or like prepare for certain. I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Wait, does it work now? Wait, what? It wasn't gonna be allowed before, but now it's allowed? No, it's still blocked, motherfucker. God, for fucking... How long is that? Less than a minute? Great. Yeah, we better not show a trailer of a movie for more than a minute. What part is it playing? Worst, because in his universe there's no... Oh really, yesterday? Wow. And what did it say last time? Oh, before we changed it.
I like the animated head.
Oh yeah? Well, you're gonna get quite bored of it because it's there the entire video.
I swear you had, I don't know, long time ago, one of your live streams, I swear had you on cam for like a second.
Yeah?
And I like that because I like seeing you because I think you look pretty cool.
No, I hate being on camera.
Well, you look cool for somebody that hates being on camera or having photos taken.
Well, I'm fat too.
Were you fat 8 years ago?
No, not nearly as fat.
Okay.
Well, actually, probably. Wait, 8 years? That's not right. Oh yeah, I was fat, then I got thin, then I stayed medium, now I'm fat again. I'm fat than ever now, though.
When was your picture for your channel, your profile picture taken?
2 years.
Okay. Well, it's a pretty nice picture, though.
I still use it for dating profiles.
When they see you IRL and they go, "Wow, you're even more thick than I can imagine. Come here, baby."
And that's what happens, yeah. Man, I used to be getting rejected by women, but now I just use sugar baby dating. And now they all want my bulge. I just stand on stacks of money. Okay, well it seems to be good, except for now it's got 23 rooms instead of 13, but that's still fine. I don't know about these big doors. I don't know if I should remove them because they look silly. I guess I could.
Hey, what's important is like the girls you do get, make sure that they want to go on dates that require going hiking in the mountains.
I know.
And then
right?
you'll get sexier in time dating, and then eventually you won't need the money.
Oh.
You'll just be too sexy, and they'll just want your luscious abs or something, you know?
Dude, I was thin and they still wouldn't want me.
I don't understand why. I think you look pretty nice in your photo.
Well, I mean, I don't have good posture or anything.
Well, I mean,
I'm basically a goblin.
a little training, wear some high heels for like a week.
Holy shit. Nah, dude, it's easy to just pay for it. Jeez. I don't want to change
point,
for women. That would be...
Oh
my god, it still does it, fuck! It's still next to the starting room, ah!
some
Right.
point you're gonna find the girl, one, right? You're gonna sit there and you're gonna be like, listen, can I just pay you a few grand to just marry me and be done with it so that my parents are proud?
Yeah. Well, that's probably not happening considering I'd have to lose half my money in a divorce.
Just sign a prenup. Make her sign a prenup that
Nope,
doesn't give her
that
shit.
doesn't work anymore.
Doesn't?
Also, it's amazing that you fucking normies think that shit still works. Unbelievable. Nope, it's specifically illegal now to have prenups. They just don't count anymore. Fucking normie. Prenups, Jesus. What are reps? Oh. Oh. Yeah, I guess in that case, we don't really want that, do we? I guess we'll say minus reps then here. If I can find where this is. Oh, that's it, okay. No idea if that's even what caused it. Might have been. Just go jogging sometimes, you'll lose weight in no time. Fuck you! I don't wanna do sports. My mom keeps telling me, oh, you just gotta do sports. No. Promised I eat like for 2 men, okay? That's my problem. You think sports is gonna fix that? No, it's just gonna make me more hungry. Sorry to lash out at the audience. You there?
Yo, what's up?
Whoa, he's here. How you doing, Motor? Oh, that is you. I keep forgetting that's you in the chat. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, you were here from the start. Oh, I can't scroll up because I cleared it.
Yeah.
Damn, I thought I was having real fans, but I'm just having fake friend fans.
Well, I'm a fan and I'm a real fan. What do you mean?
No, friends aren't fans. Don't be silly.
What? Okay.
It's like your parents show up to your thing, and they're the only ones. Who's got a baby?
That's my sister.
Hey, Florian.
Yes.
Just move to Georgia and then get married.
Why? Did you look up?
It's one of the
yeah.
one of the hardest. It's one of the hardest to ever actually have alimony ever work. You can actually avoid ever having to pay alimony in Georgia.
That's funny you would say that. Holy shit. Because I used to date a woman from Georgia, but she had a husband. I mean it was just online, but yeah, it was
okay.
It was pretty fucked, obviously. But yeah, she tried to leave him, but apparently he had taken her to some weird island, and they made a marriage contract there, so it didn't apply to Georgia law. So he basically had her enslaved.
You realize she's probably locked away in his basement now. Probably never heard from her ever again.
I mean, I guess that's a comforting thought.
Hey, think about it. It could have been your basement she was locked in.
I imagine. Alright, so what do you think is the chance that it's gonna not put the boss room right next to the starting room for once? Yeah, it's still happening. Big room. Oh,
Hey, what?
yeah?
What?
Wow, that's a good question.
What?
Did you mute yourself?
Well,
So now you're cutting out again. Are you using push to talk?
No, I'm just trying to adjust my sensitivity.
Oh.
Okay, that should be fine. What was that game called that you played at the start of the stream?
Crossout. You should definitely play it. It's great.
Yeah, you said it was. You said you said it was pay to win.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm probably not gonna play it.
Well, you're missing out. Well, it's also grind to win, so you can just play a lot. You know you're a no-lifer, you'd be great. You'd get.
What do you mean I'm a no-lifer?
I know how much you
I-
play.
Yeah, yesterday I played like, what, 4 TFT matches and that's it.
You play 10 games of League every day.
No,
Admit it.
not even fucking close. Yeah, well, at least not these days because I have to take care of my sister.
Damn it.
Is that who's in the background?
Yeah?
Is this you taking care of her?
Yeah, exactly.
So when you're playing, you like turn
I'm-
around and just be like, "Shut the fuck up."
She's amused too. Holy shit, she's too amused.
Okay, she's just...
Sounds really wrong. What are you doing to her?
Sounds wrong.
I
what are
don't
you
know,
talking about?
she's just...
She's just having a
She's
good
just
time.
happy.
Sounds like he's tasing her.
Tasing her? More like tickling her at the most.
with a
She's just
cattle
happy for
prod.
some reason.
You fucking sicko.
Oh yeah, on Saturday I got drunk again.
Low life.
Well,
Scum.
me and my friend were at this event in a different city and some girls just offered us to drink.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah,
that girl is
that-
getting annoying though.
I know.
Hmm.
Wait, how do you push the talk on cell phone or on smartphone?
No
whatever?
idea actually. Never
Let me
tried it.
try.
I guess we'll hear you push every time. That'll be annoying. Why is it
Oh, yeah,
always
I
a big room? Ah.
I remember spamming the push the talk button when I was in Discord with my friends. Okay, there is no option to assign a button to push the talk.
Well, there are no buttons on your phone. What do you mean button? What button would you press on your phone? As if phones still had buttons.
I would press something on my earphones.
Oh. I have no idea if that would work. Well, look at this. Now we got... It works, except for the fact that the room's always twice as big as they are. Well, he wants to push on his earphones, so pushing the mute button won't be helpful there.
What are
That's
you
on the
talking
screen.
to?
Tom said you can just mute and unmute.
Oh, yeah. Hey, that's the Direnon guy, right? I
No.
can't hear him.
He's the
What?
one who's here.
Oh,
no.
okay.
Tom is the guy in chat.
Can't you just mute and mute? Okay, he's probably right.
Here, just mute her with a mouth gag.
I have been
Great.
walking and not eating like a pig. Lost 8 kilograms this month. Great job, Tom.
Well, I like eating like a pig, okay? Hmm.
I like eating like a pig too, but I don't want to get fat, so I have to keep working out, and it sucks.
Sure does.
Oops,
Yeah, may-
accidentally exited.
Yeah, maybe I should just drink fuel every day and nothing else. And life will just become suffering.
Just go jogging, as I said.
Dude, I'm too fat to jog.
What? No, you're not.
Dude, my knees will break under my enormous weight.
Hey, you just need to drink some e-girl water.
No!
You know how you can... When you eat, just chew a lot.
I guess.
And you'll...
I have tried that.
Right.
It didn't really work too well though, because I I kept just swallowing without chewing after a while.
Swallowing entire
mean-
hot dogs.
Yeah.
When I do it, it works for me. But yesterday I fucking ate a whole entire pizza in like a minute, so probably wasn't doing it right.
Yeah, I'm never doing it right. That is the problem, you know.
Aren't you like
Yes.
Simon? Aren't you? I believe that's his name, Simon.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Just
Simon,
ask.
aren't you like 15 and have like an elite metabolism where you can
Yeah.
eat like entire people and not gain weight?
Yeah, he doesn't get that. He thinks it's always gonna be like that. You're gonna be fat when you're 30, just like me.
My dad had a
And then you're gonna try slowly eating a pizza, but oops, you ate
Okay,
the
I
whole
was-
pizza.
I
And then,
was-
and then you cry yourself to bed.
I was fat until like 12 years old, and then puberty hit me, and yeah, I just became kinda slim.
Convenient.
And yeah, I should still work out some.
My dad had this friend who just had a crazy metabolism like all his life, and he's like 40 something now, and he can't get fat. He just stays skinny and well, buff and skinny, so it doesn't even work out.
What a
Buff.
lucky guy. That's
What do you mean,
muscular.
I mean, yeah, but like without working out, how the fuck?
Hey Florian, can you swim?
I guess.
Well, if you go swimming is like the fastest way to lose weight and doesn't take a lot of time.
Swimming burns less calories than just standing.
No, it doesn't. What are you talking about? You're a troll. Fuck you.
Seriously, you don't need any energy to stay afloat. It's no workout at all.
Did I say to float? I said swim, not float.
Oh, Florian.
That's
What are you just
exhausting.
What are you just laying on your back and then taking a paddle and like paddling yourself? Like,
Of course.
Florian, how much do you even weigh?
Almost 100 kilo.
Oh, that's not a lot.
Oh, it's a lot because I'm a shorty. I'm
100 kg
I'm
to
fat
pound.
and short.
Hey,
and,
what's your height?
let me see.
Damn, I weigh
it's
20 pounds more than you.
It's 172.
170? Okay, I'm taller than you.
Yeah, of course, everyone's taller than me.
You're 172 meters, right? No, centimeters.
Yes. No,
Yep,
centimeters,
172 meters to the skies.
yes. I'm
Yeah,
actually
I'm a-
Godzilla.
You're 20 pounds more less than me. Flo.
How? Yeah, well, Jesus figures that the American will be grotesquely fat.
But then again, I should point out that I'm 195 centimeters.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm 6'4".
Yeah.
That's only like
Yeah.
20 centimeters more.
How the fuck does the American height thing work?
It's
Well, I'm
feet.
6'4".
It's feet.
So if you
Okay,
convert
yeah,
it to
you're
centimeters,
6'4", and what
Yeah.
does the 4 mean? Is it inches
Yeah,
or
it's
what?
inches.
inches.
So you're 6 feet 4 inches.
Yes.
I know,
Yeah,
it's really stupid that they use inches because you can be like 6 foot and then 12 inches. Why doesn't it just stop at 10? Or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you just say, man, that is just such a retarded system. Why don't you say you're 6.3 feet? That would be so much easier
Hmm?
instead of 2 different metrics. God, that's so stupid. You could have just used one metric. You could have just said it in inches. Could have just said it in feet with decimal. No, it has to be feet and inches.
I think you're complaining about the least annoying one. Let's take miles and versus fucking kilometers.
Okay, miles isn't that bad. It's,
Yeah, miles is
it's-
fine. It's only one metric.
I always find
miles is whatever.
I always
not
find mile conversions more
It's-
annoying.
It's not like you use
Versus-
miles
It's
and then you
more-
measure the rest in feet. Imagine how stupid
What?
that would be.
All I need to know is that 100 kilometers is 60 miles.
Yep.
I'm good.
I mean, I never know to I never get the I never do the math. I usually just don't worry about it. But the only reason why it's easy is because all people are approximately the same height. So you just know, oh, that's average. So you can easily know, oh, this is big and this is tall. You don't have like an average distance of miles, which would make it incredibly easy to compare that specific one.
How long has it been since you kissed a girl?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm probably gonna have sex on Friday. But I haven't kissed her yet. What? Are you laughing?
Hey,
Hey, she's a
it
nice girl.
actually though.
Wait, fat
Yeah.
people can have sex?
Yeah, I don't know how she plans to do it, but I guess she'll surprise me.
Wait. wait. You haven't kissed her, but you're gonna have sex.
Yep.
What a savage.
Kissing is kind of gross, but maybe I like it with her. I
What?
don't know.
How is it gross?
Oh, it's
awesome.
wet.
Well, her pussy is going to be wet on Friday, so good luck.
Well, I don't want to touch it with my mouth, though, do I? I assume. I think that'll be disgusting. Maybe I'll get over it, but I doubt it.
It'll be fine, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, it will just not do oral, I guess. I can use my hand if she insists that I don't use my dick. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's gonna want the dick.
Of course. Yep.
Ask her to tell you how it's doing down there, because you probably haven't seen it in a while.
What, the dick? You fuck her. If that girl could hear us, Jesus, that poor innocent child.
Yeah, this sounds especially wrong, having her screaming in the background.
Yeah.
She's 4, she doesn't understand anything.
Oh, that's alright then.
and I'm wearing earphones, so yeah.
Mm. However does this work? Where does it do the thing?
Okay, I actually want to flex. On Saturday, I kissed an 18-year-old.
Wow. I guess people would call pedophilia.
What?
Never mind. You've been raped, actually. You gotta be careful. You're too young and stupid to consent, didn't you know?
Okay, she's almost 18.
Oh, well, that's fine then. Just
Oh,
gotta
well
make
then you didn't flex shit. You're a lying piece of shit now. That's all you're gonna be known
Okay,
as.
she's gonna be 18 next month.
It's still not 18 though.
Guess you better kiss her before it's too late, and she'll be a pedophile.
And you know,
You mean fuck her?
I would never suggest a child have sex. You maniac.
Okay.
Somehow she's
Believe
born
it
on
or
the
not.
same day as me.
Believe it or
Except
not,
Yes.
Being underage and making out with an adult isn't actually illegal.
Really?
No, as long as it's like clear that there was no, like apparently as long as it was clear that there was no intent of pursuing anything like beyond that sexually explicit, just making out with someone or kissing someone who is of a different age isn't considered illegal.
Wait, so you could be a pedophile as long as you don't do penetration?
Well, the parents can still get involved and be like, that's not okay, of course.
Oh. Yes. I guess he'd have to eliminate the parents.
Or rape the parents.
No.
But it also depends on the context. If there's like some guy grabbing little kids and then making out with them. Oh dear God. Perfect timing.
Yeah, stop grabbing that little child already.
Jesus
So,
Christ. I just want to clarify, this little girl is not on the stream. She's in the background, not listening to anything going on. So before you jump to conclusions.
Before you fuck? Oh my God.
No.
She laughed like she was in on it. Jesus.
yeah, she just starts laughing when I'm laughing.
Oh, well, there you go. I guess you gotta keep a poker face.
Yeah, like that's easy.
I don't know what to make of anything.
Yes. What do we make of things? There's gotta be something here.
Oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing.
You don't know what you're doing. Holy shit. Oh, well, oh, is this how it was? Weird. I guess I should put this here. Man, having this layered if statement is even weirder if it's inside a for statement. Okay, so this does a bunch about wanted rooms. Does it do anything specific?
Did you ever see that post of Toby Fox on Twitter where he showed like that his entire dialogue system using a switch statement, and he was on like switch statement number 430 something.
What but not layered inside itself, was it?
It was all a single switch within its, I believe, within itself for his dialogue. Maybe
that's not
he
so bad.
did function calls, but yeah.
I mean, what's wrong with that?
Well, first of all, switch statements are super effective until you go beyond 10. Then they're super slow.
What?
And then 2, yeah.
But it doesn't
then
really matter because you still want to do it that way. It's the only way you're gonna do it.
Well, 2, when you're using a switch statement with that many entries, you're better off just storing a collection and then finding what you need from the collection. It's more efficient.
What do you mean collection?
Well, his switch statements was to check if variable like dialogue 1 or dialogue 4 or dialogue 20 were called to check. When if you were to just store them in a list and then find which dialogue you need just based off of a simple search through the list, it's way more efficient. It's not, you don't have to worry about a massive switch statement and then how slow a massive switch statement would be trying to
You
go through
fucking
all of it.
troll, you know, he's probably put some conditions in with the stuff. So I don't think it's just like that, where it just picks them from a list.
I don't know specifically how he did it other than he had a massive switch statement, and anytime you have a
that
switch
sure would be
statement above
stupid
10,
to make a big statement about how he could make it simpler by losing functionality if you don't know what he's doing.
A switch statement above 10 is bad programming, period.
No, it is not. It's the
Yeah,
only
it
way
is.
you're gonna do
Terrible.
it.
No, it's terrible.
You're
it's really
fucking
bad.
terrible.
No, it's awful.
It's really minuscule the difference it makes.
No, it's massive. The bigger you make a switch statement, the worse off the effect of doing that goes.
Well, compared to making an if statement.
Oh yeah, way worse.
Really?
It's the way a switch statement allocates memory, and why they're so fast and efficient up to 10, and then after that the way they allocate or search for whatever it is they need, it's super slow, and the bigger you make it, the worse off it gets.
Well, I still don't believe you. It still has advantages. It just looks different. Okay.
Well, all right.
It looking different is an advantage because an if statement is fucking hideous. It's just like if else if else if it's disgusting. But if you do a switch statement, that's way simpler, and you can tell that they all have the same priority. Besides, with an if statement, you have to get to do the condition each time. And
Well, you wouldn't even use an if statement. That's the argument is that for a dialog manager of that type, you shouldn't even use an if statement for checking for the variable. You instead,
Well, you're ignoring the thing that he could do more conditions each time. With
well,
each
the
switch.
point is, you have your switch, you have this long list of ongoing switch stuff, and then you have stuff that fires off for each one. Even if you put a function that then does stuff within every single switch element to simplify it and make it less code, that's still like 400 entries in a single thing of code to then, based on a condition, do something related to dialogue. When in actuality, what would be better to do is if you had a collection of some sort, you just search through the index which one you'd need in like a 2 or 3 line code. That's all you'd need to do.
What do you
And
mean 2 or
ultimately-
3 lines of code? You realize setting up that collective will still be shitloads of code.
No, you just make a what? You make a simple list saying, here, I want to hold all of the results of or results of my dialogue system in here, or my classes of a dialogue system in here.
Yeah.
And now I want to search that list for a specific thing using like a single function to check
making
it.
a list of 400 entries, you know how long that will take to do?
What are you talking about?
Is this programmer talk that I'm hearing?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, you gotta define the list at some point. You think that's not gonna be a huge piece of code?
No.
Yes, it is. How do you get the data then in the list?
Well, the smart way would be you feed in the data in advance, like already
Who
in like
cares
a
if it's
JSON
in
or
advance
XML
or not?
format.
That makes
In an
such
XML
little
or-
difference. Holy fuck. You realize that a dialogue system only plays like at the most once per second, right? And you're wondering how to optimize it. What you want to optimize is
Hey,
the
listen,
way you program it.
you're okay. First
so
of all,
it's easier for
you're-
you to program.
You're acting really stupid right now. First of all, you're being triggered. Calm down, dude. Like, you're getting really heated. There's no reason to get heated. Okay?
Screw
Okay.
you, I get heated if I want to.
2, the point
with
is...
your elitism.
The point is, like, his script had 400 switch statements in a single script. Meaning
Yeah.
that you'd have 400 switch statements. Then you have either functions or text
You're
being
pretty
used.
in. Are you saying 400 different switch statements or a switch statement with 400 pieces?
400 entries into a switch statement. So tell me, so already that's 400 lines of code dedicated to setting up each of the switch statement.
Yeah.
Then you have to, for each of the switch statements, you have to put in the text and then the conditions or flags that you'd want to change to move the dialogue system forward. Or you'd put functions in for that. Versus, if you made a list, all you do is push whatever you need into the list. It's 400 lines of code, sure, but that's half the lines of code already to organize and set it up. Then
No,
a
that
single function to
depends.
grab what you
That
want.
depends how many conditions you put in.
And that's if you do it the inefficient way. Like, and if we're speaking the inefficient way, you build the list, and then you send the 400 lines into it, and then you just grab out which dialogue you need based on how you you set it up. Like if it's, you'd probably use an object and then you'd put an ID or a name for each of the entries. Then you just add them, and it'd be a simple like single function that you'd add each one into the entry.
Yeah, a single function. It doesn't have a single bit of actual programming in it. It doesn't have any logic to the dialogue system at all.
So the point is, now you have to scroll through, like, it's just 400 things for a switch statement. Not only is a switch statement horribly inefficient after 10 because of the way memory is
Doesn't
allocated.
matter, it doesn't run more than once per second.
But now you have to, it loops through, and by the way, it's horribly slow with that allocation.
It doesn't
So
matter.
you can say it doesn't matter, but it's slow.
No, it doesn't
It's still
matter.
slow.
It's not slow because it's less than once per second, man.
Dude, do you know how many games that are poorly written that have dialogue systems stutter when you need to load up dialogue? Like, do you know how bad that is in terms of people playing a game? How a smooth experience is what people prefer, and how many people
I don't
bitch
think
these
that
days.
a single switch statement would ever take as long that it would make something stutter. If something stutters, it's loading something from memory that it shouldn't.
If you have a switch statement that's that long, that has functions firing off or conditions changing based off text that you're putting in or changing of a dialogue system, you're having an issue, like, and that can happen because of that.
Well,
Not to mention-
why would you have an issue?
Not to mention, here's another issue, right? You have your 400, you have your beautiful switch statement. I'm glad, Florian, you made your switch statement. That's awesome. So here you go, ready? Okay. You're on line 400 or 200. You made a 400 line switch statement. So you have all the way up to 400 entries. But hold on. What if you need an entry that you want to fill in that has to be called before that, and
What do
you
mean
want to place
before
stuff in a
it?
sequence? Well, what if you want to play line, if you want to add a new entry before line 400, like 200 or something? You'd have to add it at the end, correct? Because the only way, because
What?
otherwise you'd have to change every single entry on there to add more.
What are you fucking talking about?
You have 400 entries on a switch statement. It goes up to 400 for
Well,
each of the
is
things.
it an actual number?
If you're using a number,
Well, is
To
it
do
a
it.
number?
yes.
Show me this switch statement, by the way.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't even know. Let's see.
I mean, I like
just saying,
big
if you-
switch statements.
They're just.
Well, you just put an enter in. Well, I guess you don't wanna. Well, you would never change the number. You just add it at the end.
Yeah, you'd have to add a number at the end. And here's a problem. What if you have a sequence of dialogue that you want to have play after you press enter? So let's say you have the intro, then you have the middle, then you have the end. Well, you normally do that like maybe index 0, 1, and 2, correct? But what if you want to add another piece of dialogue in between that?
The thing
But
is
you already
that
have 400,
The thing is that
like-
in a switch statement, you don't actually have to put them in order. You can just put them in the logical order that they come in.
Oh yeah, my mistake. It's not a 400 line switch statement. Case 864, and he's using numbers. So that is.
You don't even know that there are 800 cases. You might
No, he says there's more.
But okay, I guess.
Yeah.
But just
So here's the problem.
It could just mean that he has like case 100 and case 800, and then when there's different dialogues, then they go 801, 802, or 101,
Right, so
102.
let's say one character needs to say like 5 different lines. It easily, with just a simple switch statement, it'd be 0 through 4 because it's index 0 through 4. So you'd go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you'd play them all. But what if you want to add dialogue in after the beginning part? In order to add more dialogue, if you're indexing it by 1, you'd have to add it in after 1 and then change every one of the indexes after that to push them down, or put a special condition in your switch statement, which is already supposed to simplify your conditions, to then check, oh, if we're moving past this switch, do this instead or something. So then you're hacking in if statements in with your switch statement, like versus if you just had a like, I don't know. That's why so many people, it's become a meme basically. Him posting that code on coding forums.
What is this guy talking about? Vertical croissant bullshit. How is a croissant ever bullshit? Who is Toby Fox anyways?
Guy who made Undertale.
Oh. Well, fuck that guy.
You don't like Undertale?
Never played it. Seems pretty dumb though.
So I tried to love it or like it, and I could never get into it, but I understand why people like it.
I see. Well, these big rooms are really pissing me off, so they gotta go. Look at them. Big empty room with nothing. For why? Why is this happened? Why? Wait, how did this even happen? You always think it's the boss room size. Was it trying to do the boss room but failing? Oh yeah, I guess it must have been. Shit. Yeah, it must have been trying to do the boss room. That's fucking hilarious. Well, I wish I could see this switch statement. I bet it's real smart and you're an idiot. I bet it makes all the sense when you see it. But you won't believe me.
For what?
The switch statement. I bet it makes all
Oh
the
no,
sense.
I'm
when
looking
you
at
see
the
it.
decompiled code now. It's horrifying.
Show me.
Well, you can go here. Here.
Motors. Motor doesn't know what the hell's going on, does he?
Not even close.
Yeah, you should do programming. He cannot grasp the true form. It doesn't exist. Where does it go? Oh, is this something? What is this number?
You know, the reason I think you're defending this so much is because it's spaghetti code, and
Dude,
anytime you
I've got big switch statements. You wanna see my switch statements? Yeah, check this out. I bet you're gonna love this.
I'm a big fan of modularity, okay? I don't like my stuff spaghettified.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. If the switch statement here. Can I zoom out in this? How do I zoom in this shit?
Well, that's beautiful.
That's search. Yeah, you like this? it keeps going. It's got an entry for every enemy because they all got slightly different tentacle behavior. Oh, and then you want to see where I set up the enemies? That's a statement. That's a switch statement too. It's like switch this enemy. It's got this much health and stuff. Stuff like that. You like this? It goes on for 1,000 lines. You think this is inefficient too? Actually, that's probably only like 20 cases. What do you think of this, huh?
You know what? It's magic, okay? Only Florian could produce.
I'm right.
If I tried what you're doing now for the game I'm working on now, it would never be completed. I'll just say that.
But this is saving time, you fool. How would How would you feed all these stats into these enemies?
Oh, I use scriptable objects. So I define a base scriptable object, and then I inherit from that to make different types if needed.
That's fucking lame. You'd have to stop playing the game and then go into the editor and then script the object.
Well, hold on. You have to go into your code and change it and then recompile anyway, right? When you make a change to your code in the script,
you can make more changes before you compile.
Yeah, but what's nice about mine is that I don't need to make new switch statements for any enemy. I just make a new scriptable object.
Yeah, no, I make a single case. I don't make a new switch statement.
No, not a new switch statement, but a new case. I just have to make a new scriptable object and add it, and then I can just copy it in Unity in seconds, and then change a color, and then done. Like, it takes like a second to make 4 different types of enemies for me.
We need 4 types.
For me, my scriptable object holds all the core data, and I can copy it, paste it 3 more times, then click it and say change sprite here, change maybe the health here, and done. 4 new enemies. That's all I have to do. I don't have to make a new case and then build the character and do all that or set it up. It's all
you
done
realize
through
that just adding a new case is real simple?
I mean, I guess to you, but mine's not restrained to code. I don't need to add a new case for every type and make sure I put the name and worry about the name. That I set it and then running it through. I just create a scriptable object and place it into the creator, and it creates the enemy for me.
Great. You really did it. I never tried scriptable objects, I guess. Can you script them in code?
Yeah, they're entirely scripted in code.
Oh.
Like, you script them in code, and all they have built into it, you can't add them as a component. Like, you can't add it as a script component to something. Instead, you create it as a scriptable object that gets bound to something, bound to a script. And then in it, you can put any code you want in it, and you can also put any editor script stuff you want in it. So.
Oh, you should look up scriptable objects, Leaf. They're actually pretty interesting. I haven't found a use for them yet, though. But if you make like a card game, then it'd be really easy to just have all the stats of a card inside a scriptable object. Stuff like that. I guess that's the base example they give you if you're looking up scriptable objects.
Tom, it's not just about optimization, though, for the switch statement thing. It's just about being able to debug and expand your dialogue system. Having it entirely relying on a whole bunch of cases and running through just isn't an efficient way to do dialogue systems. Most use like XML or JSON, then they parse it into like a string, like into a collection of some sort, either a string or a dictionary or something. And they just put a function in that can pull from it based on the condition. You just use that function. Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's if you don't have any condition in each switch statement.
And usually, you build the system to just, when you do start a dialogue, you have it automatically know which string to grab just based off of a few variables of whatever character or type you put in. So all you have to, so the way I would do it, I just put in the dialogue into it, and then maybe the ID of the character, it grabs that, and then it finds whatever dialogue based on the ID, and then also what type of dialogue I want them to say. So if it's just an introduction, it would grab anything for that ID of the character and the introduction code, and then that's probably how I do it. But I'm too lazy to write my own from scratch. I've modified a few already, so I'll just be using those.
Wow. Damn you, trying to use other people's code all the time.
I just prefer, I don't know, I just like saving time, if it does save time. Sometimes
saving time? Unbelievable. Wait, does this even work? Let's see, how's the room? Well, you haven't actually finished the game either, have you? I mean, not in a while.
No, I never finished like a full game. I just worked on other people's games, commission work.
Right. Okay, so this should be not making big rooms. I don't know why it would. Seems like it's trying to make big rooms right before the boss room. Because I guess it's trying to make the boss room, but it checks and it doesn't work out as a boss room. You know, there's definitely attempts at boss rooms here, which they shouldn't happen. I don't know why they happen. What have you done? Why are you big? Oh yeah, this is definitely a boss room here. I'm actually not entirely sure. Maybe I should check some more. Wait, is there like a chance for the boss room to not work? Because this ambush room also has the same issue where it's got like a big room in front. Wait, is that what's happening? Could this be the ambush room code still doing that? I guess. Oh, and this is not correct. There we go. Oh, why don't I just say room type? That'll save that issue. Okay, and same goes here. And this will work mostly.
What the?
What? Are you still working? How's it going?
I've been distracted this entire time. I'm trying to work now.
I still want to see that if statement, that switch statement that you say is so terrible.
Oh, I sent you the thing to the. You can see the decomp.
No,
What he's trying to do with the
link
decompiled
didn't
code.
work.
The Reddit link?
Yeah, well, there's supposed to be a link that you click on here, isn't there? In the Reddit post, it links to a dead Twitter post.
Oh no, you scroll down to the comments. That shows the actual like
Doesn't show
what he's
much.
trying to do with some of the decompiled code.
Or read the comments. I just want to see the code. Yeah, no, I don't really care what the comments say. Come on, show me the code. I want the code. Give me the code. Oh no, it's still doing it. Wait, is this fresh? I mean, this room's not huge actually. This might work now. Oh my god, look at this small level. We finally did it. Look at this, it's beautiful. And it only took 3 restarts. I could make.
By the way, why did you
Yeah.
What made you choose Unity over something like Unreal? Considering
I
your
hadn't
game's
even
a 3D
heard
game.
of. I hadn't even heard of Unreal, man. Before I started Unity.
Hmm.
Also, I'd not choose Unreal because it takes a percentage. Fuck that.
Unity takes a percentage after a certain amount, though, too.
No, it doesn't. You just
Yeah.
pay for the license.
Yeah, you have to buy the whatever license. Yeah.
Yeah, easy. Buy the license. I don't think Unity does take a percentage at all.
Oh no. No. The Unreal thing about having royalties was all the way back in 2014, years ago.
No, it
it's
still
completely
happens.
free. It's
Really?
completely free. Yeah.
Well,
They
I mean,
also
I worked for Unity for a while now.
it's not only just free, it's open source apparently. It's just they released all the source code and allow you to use it as well. Not open source, but it's source code is out there for people to use. It's not open source like Godot, but it's open in terms of.
Still says 5% royalties where I'm looking.
Let's see. Oh, okay. So, if your game makes 3,000 or more per quarter, the standard set is they take 5%. However, if you can actually work with Epic to reduce that or not have to pay royalties at all.
I don't want to talk to them. Fucking hell. Just fucking sell the license.
Why don't you use CryEngine? CryEngine doesn't have royalties at all. Like, period, no matter how much
Are
you
you
sell.
fucking kidding me? Why would I want to use the fucking engine that melts every computer that it touches?
Believe it or not, it's actually as optimized as Unreal, so.
Well, I'm not using either of those two then.
And
Right.
Unreal is technically, can be faster than Unity. At least it used to be. It's no longer really true, because if you know how to program using dots and all that shit, you can actually do just as good in Unity now, so.
It looks like this is finally working the way it should. Look at all this shit. Yeah. Look at these levels. Let's actually play them for once. Oh my god. I didn't mean to be this ship. Fuck. Wait, why is this even in still? This is a toy plane. Why can't I be a toy
Listen.
plane?
You should be using Godot, okay? What are you doing with yourself?
Fuck you, what are you doing with yourself telling me what to use?
Isn't, like, Godot the greatest engine ever made?
I don't know. Should have used a better name.
Okay, they should have called it the Flow engine.
I guess I might use it then. And I have really flowing tentacles. What do you mean one enemy? I don't see one enemy. Did one of these enemies see me through a wall? Wait, now it thinks that these enemies are half dead. No, I guess it doesn't. But now it knows there's no enemies, okay. Oh yeah, and then this room has remote shots. Why would I want those? Alright, let's drop a bomb on these. I hope the bombs
Leaf,
are...
Godot uses GD script, which is a modified sort of version of Python, but it doesn't just use that. That's just the scripting language for actually coding stuff.
Jesus, that bomb.
You can also do, I think you can also do C#. You can do C++. You can do a few other things, and I believe at the end of the day it all compiles down to just the native engine stuff, so that'd be I believe C++. I think it compiles down.
Ah! Leave me alone! Jesus. I barely got out of there alive. Wow. Losing one heart. Shit! And I got hit by his sperm bullets. I'm actually bad at game, aren't I? Let me reset.
You ever worried that Squid Invaders won't have the same charm as Binding of Isaac? Do you ever worry that you'll need to do more about like defining a world and lore and animating them to maybe be more, not animating, like giving them like, I guess, more memorable designs, I guess? I don't know, like
oh no, another
iconic
shitty item. I guess it is just like Isaac, we just get shitty items. What am I gonna do with freeze? Doesn't even work on bosses. I guess I need to make it work. Shit, can I make it work on bosses? Oh god, that would be a nightmare. I bet they're programmed real bad for freezing. Maybe it just interrupts them. I don't know. Seems like it's kind of charming right now.
Is it just me or the controls for Squid Invaders kinda bad?
No, you can choose what controls you want. You can use the mouse controls and W as AD. I just prefer this.
Oh, okay, you actually planned that out. Cool.
Yeah, let's check it out. Gameplay, tank controls, mouse aim only. Yeah, now it aims at the mouse and I can use WSD. Yeah. I guess it actually moves a lot slower though. That's the trade-off.
Do you like horror games at all, Florian?
No? I thought you were gonna let me answer that question, jeez. Now horror games are shit. I don't even understand why anyone would make them. Oh yeah, I guess remote shots work kinda differently with mouse aim. They don't pull towards the mouse. Wait, do they? No. I don't know, do you think this doesn't look cool so far? Charm wise?
I'm worried that it doesn't have like a big thing. I think a big selling point of Binding of Isaac was that it's, you know, its look and the animations, all that people could feel for like the character, and the world had a bunch to explore. And I'm worried that while mechanically this game might be as good, if not better, it doesn't carry that same I don't know, iconicness in the art or something. I don't know, the look of it. Like I don't know if you're worried about that. If you think it looks cool, then maybe it's good enough. But
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Well,
it's like take something like
tell.
you can even take something like Dota 2 versus League of Legends and the popularity of both of them. It's like on a technical level, from what I've heard, Dota's a harder game and also a more complex game, and even might be a better game in mechanically. But people love LoL more because the characters and the characters are more iconic.
That's nonsense. Nah. The main difference between the two is controls.
I don't even know what the fuck. I know what Dota is, but yeah, it doesn't interest me one bit.
Oh, well, I mean, you wouldn't want to relearn League of Legends for sure, but the thing is it's just League of Legends with shitty controls. It's like, imagine if in League of Legends your character wouldn't turn instantly. Imagine how stupid that would be. You want to wait for your character to slowly turn, at turn speed, and then I guess he moves in the wrong direction for a little while, or doesn't move at all. Yeah, that feels real responsive. I love not being able to move right away.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of pro players avoid that entirely.
Yeah, but it's kind of also like a mechanic, I guess.
I just think
Can't you like buy items to reduce it?
Yeah, there's a shop mechanic system in it and stuff. Like, I don't know. To a degree, I've heard it's a lot harder of a game than League. But the big difference, I think, why League was more popular is just because League, in terms of its gameplay, was more accessible, and also I just think the characters' looks and the art style was something that drew people in.
Also nicer.
Just take all the.
But I mean, but League was popular in like season 3 and 4 or 2 when it didn't look that good. It was just fun.
It still had like characters that were pornified like crazy, you know. So you don't see like it's the reason why like Overwatch, for instance, is so popular. It's because the characters are hot as fuck to a lot of people, and porn is like the biggest thing about it. Overwatch's porn's bigger than the game.
Man, Overwatch is so bad.
And it's like, you know, BioShock Infinite was a shitty game, but it had a lot of porn art because of Elizabeth.
Man, I watched some of that porn. It's not that good.
I don't know. Some of it's pretty good. You know, you got you get that horse that comes in.
It's all just normie shit. It's just regular
normie shit.
Jobs and
you mean when the horse comes in and rips her apart? Anyway, what?
I don't remember that happening.
Or what about when she turns around and then there's another Elizabeth with like a dick. It's bigger than her head and or bigger ting her body.
Playing traps are such normal shit.
But it's kind of like, what I mean is like take. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Florian was in such a good mood earlier.
I was playing a video game.
Why are some of the shots missed here, by the way?
I know, that sucks. Well, I guess the colliders are like a bunch of circles.
Hey, shouldn't the colliders just be like infinitely into the Z depth since your game's 2D anyway, technically? Like
no, that's not it. I mean, no, it's not that 2D. But yeah, no, it's not that they're missing that way. It's just that the circles are too far apart. I guess they can go through. I think, unless it's something else. Maybe I should.
But I guess like, if you take all like the roguelike type games that had been coming out over the past many years, if you think about the ones that have stayed relevant and like super iconic, you know, not many have succeeded as greatly as Binding of Isaac and maybe what's the Enter the Gungeon is another one.
Dude, the thing that you're not realizing is that roguelike games are all shit. There's not a single good one. So if you just make a good one, Isaac is terrible.
Alright.
Remember how I told you it's possible that the level doesn't even render? It could potentially take infinitely long to make a level. Isaac was full of problems. I was hoping they would come up with a better game than Isaac and I could play roguelike games, but no! They had to wait for me to slowly release Squid Invaders for it to finally be good again. I don't know.
My favorite roguelike right now is Streets of Rogue.
Never heard of it.
I don't know if you played that one. I think it's just released. It released on Steam a few weeks ago, finally out of early access. It's like it procedurally generates quests, like little objectives, and then you get to solve those objectives any way you want based off a character class you pick or make yourself. And then there's like NPCs that spawn. It's all 2D, and you kind of you play the game and adapt your character to whatever circumstances that are going on and get better weapons and perks and stuff. All kinds of stuff. It's pretty fun.
You'll probably think it's shit because you think all games are shit except for League. And Croissant.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's true.
Yeah, you don't fucking know, you shitty normie. You haven't played League, have you, or Crossout?
I tried League and I hated it.
Oh
You
great, yeah, I
tried.
played Dark Souls and I hated it. You gotta keep playing it, just playing it a little bit. You don't necessarily get how good it is, jeez.
If a game doesn't interest you relatively early on, you can't just, you don't force yourself to play it hoping it
You
gets
pathetic normie. Of course you do. Dude,
good. No, you don't.
that's exactly how you do it. If you play Dark Souls, it's gonna suck in the first 5 hours, and you know that.
The first 5 minutes of Dark Souls was incredible because I loved every ounce of its setup and how it built its world, and I was already interested to get into it. Then I got wrecked and was like, holy shit, this game's hard. I want to try again.
No, it's not hard.
That's-
It has the worst controls ever made. It's not hard.
You mean Binding of Isaac has the worst control?
I'm talking about Dark Souls, but yes, also Isaac.
I'm joking. Anyway, there, you know,
It
some
take-
games just
it
don't
takes
interest
a long
people.
time to get into the shitty controls of Dark Souls.
Dark Souls, no, for me Dark Souls didn't take me long at all, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I guess because you play on gamepad. Oh well.
Well, I play on a controller because Dark Souls kind of made for a controller.
Yeah, that's the main problem, I guess.
Do you play
Oh,
on keyboard and
Florian.
mouse?
Of course I play on keyboard and mouse.
Holy shit, you must be like the greatest keyboard and mouse Dark Souls player ever then.
Maybe.
That game's like all on controller.
It's not that much harder. I mean, I can basically not play it on controller because I hate controller so much. Oh, this is a great item. I shoot 2 bullets.
Some games I can't play at all on controller. And
I bet
other
I get
games
error
can
if
only
I
play on
go into
controller.
this hole. I'll eat a hole. Aha, error. No, actually, just
Do,
empty
do
level.
any of you play Rocket League?
No, but apparently Crossout has made a game mode that's exactly like Rocket League.
Okay.
You should. No, that's a shitty game. I don't play it. Now Rocket League.
I tried.
I don't like it. It's not great. The controls.
I
are too
tried Rocket
finicky.
League. I tried playing Rocket League and yeah. I don't even understand how a human can play that game.
I agree.
Well, like well, how can they play it well? It's kind of difficult.
So what's your? Oh, go on.
I was just flying all over the fucking map.
Yeah, it's really skill based, I guess. But then
Yeah.
the reward for playing it is just that you play a shitty game where you drive into a ball with cars. I mean, it's not like League of Legends or Crossout where it's worth getting good at.
I mean, there still are like there's esports for Rocket League, so if you're like really good, or if you put the time into it, you can make it your job.
Well, yeah, but who'd want to do that? I mean, you could pick any game. I wouldn't pick
Some
Rocket
no
League.
lifer who likes Rocket League.
So I can't imagine anyone like it. It's got such a shitty aesthetic too. It's like, oh, soccer with cars. It's like my 2 least favorite things. Right.
Okay,
And it's got that really
I
slick
don't-
look to it. Where
yeah,
the grass is really well
I don't
cut.
like soccer all that much, but cars I love.
Well, the cars in that game are cartoony, aren't they?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Well, you should
Oh,
definitely play Crossout if you like cars.
Did you see my comment?
Yeah, about Lego.
Yeah.
Well, Crossout actually looks really good. It just doesn't look good on stream, I assume, because quality of stream. Even though I don't know, it probably didn't look that bad. Anyways, what's your bad experience with League of Legends, Dan? You better have a real good explanation for why you hate this amazing
The
game.
3 times I tried playing it, I thought it was utterly boring shit. That's just what I thought. I didn't care for the gameplay loop. I didn't care about the characters that I was picking to play. It's an online game. It's already a notion of a game that's shit to me. And just didn't enjoy it. That's just it.
You don't like online games? Are you kidding me?
Not really, no.
You might have wanted to lead with that. Holy shit. You pretend like League of Legends is particularly bad. You just don't play online games. Great.
Oh no, League of Legends is particularly one of the worst online games I've played, though. Like, in my opinion, I didn't like it.
That is a very
I like
uninformed
Dota.
opinion.
I like Dota more than League, and I thought Dota was one of the shittiest games I've ever played, so that tells you my opinion on LoL.
Well, because Dota looks slightly better, I guess. Oh wait, not anymore. It doesn't. Just when it came out, I guess. Because League is beautiful now. Insanely beautiful.
Honestly, I like League the best in season 3 and 4.
Disgusting. You maniac. Oh shit, it's already 11. I should go if I wanna go.
Because now the game was more balanced back then, in my opinion.
I didn't care what balance, I meant look-wise.
I was fuck looks. Actually, no, never mind. I'm a guy who likes good graphics as well, but like now champions like fucking Zoe and Nico exist, and they can just cause cancer.
Dude, they don't cause nowhere near as much cancer as Timo does, okay?
Honestly, I hate Nico so much, probably more than Timo. Yeah, definitely more than Timo. Fuck that champion. Also, why hasn't Nasus been nerfed?
Because he has been nerfed. The thing is that he was good at destroying towers, but now everyone's good at destroying towers, so now Nasus is pretty...
No, Nasus is good at destroying everyone.
But he's so slow. It's easily
You just take
avoidable.
you just take ghost on him. He has a fucking slow that lasts for like 5 seconds. Yeah, and you can literally. Palau. No, Palau.
Where are you from again?
Lithuania.
Oh yeah, let's make levels. Wait, what was I? Oh, I was testing, right. Let's try again. Wait, what did I change?
Also, the new champion, Quiana. That thing is not balanced.
Well, they'll give it time to balance. They always make him strong at first, don't they?
Okay. I remember when Echo came out. That was such a fun time.
Yeah, he's annoying.
My favorite
for me.
games.
Yeah.
My favorite games have always been games that, like immerse you in the world. So those are the types of games I like. So my favorite game of all time would be Silent Hill.
Fucking normie. Oh my god.
A lot of normies don't like Silent Hill because they think tank controls are shit, when really they're amazing.
No, they're shit.
No, you just gotta get good.
No,
I think,
they're
well,
shit. You're being
you're just bad at
insane.
it. You're just bad.
Wow, you're pathetic.
Just get good, alright?
You're utterly pathetic. To think that a game where you compete against other players, where you have to get good to compete, is the same as a game that has purposely shit controls like Tomb Raider 3 or Silent Hill. Unbelievable. Yeah, why don't we make a game where you can't move and shoot at the same time? Yeah, that sounds like a real fun challenge. What? God damn it.
And then you miss the entire point of why millions of people were in love with those games because of that type of gameplay, adding to the atmosphere and the fear, because I guess you don't understand atmosphere or something, I guess? Seems like it.
Well, what's the point? Well, how is that atmosphere if you're just too stupid to do things? How is that a good way to make a challenge?
Guys, stop arguing.
No, I'm having fun arguing. Screw you.
Oh god. That's not nice.
No one watches nice streams. I think Boogie getting racist on his nice stream.
Did he actually?
Yeah, well, didn't I tell a story? Well, he got money. He got $3 from someone who said, "I'm still black," and then he's like, "Oh, you're still black? I guess $3 is a lot for a black person."
Ooh, that's good.
Amazing. Yeah.
Well done, Boogie.
Ungrateful and racist at the same time. Neat.
Hey, he's what's the term? Able-bodied, all right?
Ableist.
Oh, me?
No, is that what you meant to say?
No, he's
Oh, you're trying to
what's the
trigger me
term?
again.
What's the term people use?
Fat.
It's the opposite of being abled. Is,
I'll be right back,
Yeah,
there
guys.
we go.
Yeah, well, I can't imagine why a game would just have purposely bad controls in order to craft an atmosphere. It's like, you can't do basic shit that any human could do. Well, I guess it's real scary, huh? Imagine if you were in a scary environment where you couldn't do basic functions of a human body. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Well, you could take the modern approach of that, and you get Resident Evil 7 or Resident Evil 2 Remake, which also had incredible controls that were purposely dubbed down for the horror, and they're really good too.
Oh, the
So-
one where you can shoot the zombies a million times and they don't die. Great, yeah.
Yeah, that adds to the game. What, do you want to kill 1,000 zombies with one bullet, you dead rising fuck? Like,
Well, why don't you just put less bullets in, and then you don't have to have this stupid loop of enemies that get up again a million times.
oh, there were less bullets. That's the whole mechanic behind the fact that when you'd shoot them a bunch, you'd run out of the limited ammo you'd have in the first place because they wouldn't go down. And the point of the game is that you're supposed to avoid them.
In that case, just do a lot less bullets and they still die in one hit.
Well, what you're supposed to learn over time as you get better at the game is that a lot of people think you have to headshot them, when in reality you're supposed to kneecap them because it makes them fall down and it takes them longer to get up.
Great.
While shooting them in the head gives you a small chance to blow off their head, the chance is so small relative to just kneecapping them or leg shooting, which stuns them instantly. So,
Am
that's
I
part
a
of
bad person? Am I a bad person for rejecting playing with my sister?
I don't know.
No other race.
What does she want to play, games or dolls?
With toy ponies.
Yes.
Yeah, you play that like a real man. Do it.
Yeah, I've been doing it.
Oh, okay. Lord.
The funny thing is, when I say I don't want to play or I'm not gonna play, she just says play.
Yeah. I guess you gotta
Not even
play.
joking. She just yells at me. Ka.
Is that what it means? Play car. Okay. Well, you better go
Vajka
and play with
me-
her. She demands it.
Vajka means kid.
Alright, anyways. I don't know. It seems like that would be a better way of crafting horror than just making it that you're shit and your guns don't kill.
I mean, I don't know. It's better in my opinion than games that don't have any shooting at all. There's too many of these games that are trying to copy the success of PT, so they try to put no combat in a linear hallway and shit. And it's like, PT worked because it was a short little experience that told a story in a specific way, and then you're all trying to copy it by making walking simulators that don't do shit. It's like, oh god. But yeah, like
Well, I don't know.
I-
Aren't there any horror games that are not shit?
No, there's quite a lot that are incredible. That's why Silent Hill
Like,
2
what's
is
the best
considered the
ones?
greatest. Silent Hill 2 is considered the greatest horror game ever made.
Yeah,
And
that's
in-
pretty
and in
bad.
fact,
The fact that
for people-
that old turd
and
is
in
still
fact,
good.
it's
That's bad.
considered
That,
to
that
many-
means that horror games are really downhill if that's the best one.
No, it means that it's
No.
it's that good.
No, it doesn't mean it's that good. Mario 64 is that good, but they made better versions of it now.
Mario 64 is still an incredibly tight experience, and there are games to this day that come out that don't replicate that. It's why people,
Yeah,
when Mario
but there
Odyssey
are games
came
that
out,
replicate it, which is why Mario 64 isn't the best.
wrong. When Mario Odyssey
platformer.
came out, the reason why Mario Odyssey did so well is because it finally did surpass the love that Mario 64 did.
Hey,
For the longest
Galaxy
time,
was good too.
a lot of people didn't like that one. A lot of people didn't like that one.
I didn't play
Sunshine,
any of them, but I'm just
Sunshine
guessing.
Sunshine was supposed to be pretty good too, but it did some things that people didn't like either. But Odyssey was the first one to go back to the roots of what 64 did, and it improved it. But there hadn't been a game that did it as good since, really.
Can he shoot while moving in Silent Hill 2 HT?
No, Silent Hill HD is complete and utter shit, so I wouldn't touch that. Konami hired a mobile company to make it, and they ruined everything about the visuals, the graphics, the game, and they bugged it, fucked up the sound, replaced the voice acting, put textures in the wrong places, and made it crash like no end. And also somehow made the performance of a game that old run worse. So, yeah.
Well, then they make no graphics.
Well, it's not Silent Hill 2 HD, it's Silent Hill Remaster. Playing Silent Hill 2 in HD is not bad, though.
Oh.
Because you can play the PC Enhanced Edition. But the thing is, it just comes down to if you enjoy games, if you enjoy games that that engulf you in a world with with atmosphere and stuff. Because every part.
That's nonsense. That doesn't explain why there isn't a good version of it. Why is there no modern Silent Hill 2 that's as good?
Because Konami are horrible pieces of shit.
Why isn't there a rip-off version then of someone else making it? Why is it not a genre that has transitioned into the modern age, huh?
There have been people that have tried to copy Silent Hill, and they all copy exactly what they copy what they think made Silent Hill great, or what they as fans liked, and they make shitty rip-offs. That's what happened.
Look at that shitty invisible wall bullshit I'm seeing here. Great.
You want to be able to have it be completely open world and run off the cliff?
I don't know. I guess. It just looks so stiff and so bad.
So when you just look at it, it's one of those games that you have to actually you go into it and immerse yourself within its world. It's like if you can do that with games, you could do that with this, and you'll find what's so special about it.
Oh,
like
great!
if you're one of those.
Everything's a cutscene. Amazing.
Actually, no, that's not true at all. There are cutscenes in it, but not everything's a cutscene.
I mean, if he looks at shit, it always changes camera. It doesn't do anything smoothly. Wow, it can't even open the door smoothly. Okay.
I mean,
You know how much better the atmosphere would be if they just did those things, and they still haven't managed to make a modern game where you can smoothly move and do shit.
There are a few games that try to do it, but none of them can capture how effectively horrifying and well done Silent Hill did this, and as well as Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil 1 remake.
That seems incredibly unlikely to me that they all didn't manage to do it. It seems like horror is just a shit genre, and the only reason why you like this one is nostalgia.
Not at all. Not at all.
Do you know any modern horror game that you like?
Modern? Yeah, Evil Within 2.
Oh,
it's incredible. It's a really good game.
It is.
The first one's complete shit. But
I haven't played the second one, just the first one.
The second one is made by the developer who made the really good DLC for the first one, and had nothing to do with the director who made the first one. So that's why it was so good. And also, before you go, wait, didn't that director make Resident Evil 4? Yeah, Resident Evil 4 was shit to me, though. And people loved it because it improved controls and got rid of the tank controls and made first person. But they also made it some shitty action game, and it wasn't scary at all. And it wasn't that fun to play, and the story was shit to me. So I didn't like that game at all.
Can you control the camera in this?
In certain segments you can't, and that's why it has tank controls, because it uses the camera to effectively cause dread and fear, or set up certain scenes.
You can't be serious.
Yes.
It uses the shitty camera to set up to make you feel bad. That's amazing. That's just an amazing feature that you're describing there.
Yep, that's what it does.
Yeah, no, I love when the camera doesn't do what you need it to do. That's the best. I love when the horror comes from not without, but from within. I guess it really is the evil within. It's just the character controller, the camera, it all works against you. Amazing.
You can bitch about that all you want, but then you can take one of the most overrated games of all time, The Last of Us, or even Uncharted, and it does that all the time. It takes away your camera and focuses on certain things.
Yeah, that game.
And people love those games to death. So
actually, I thought you said something else there. What's that game I'm thinking of? That horror game that's in an asylum?
You mean Amnesia?
No. The one with the 2 penises. Is it Outlast?
Might be out. You mean with the camera? Where you hold a physical camera?
Yeah, that's the one. Oh, that one sucked.
Outlast.
Jesus.
I know, Outlast was pretty great.
What?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
No.
The first one. The second one was shit, but the first one was pretty good.
It didn't have combat. It was garbage.
You don't need combat in a game.
You were just telling me earlier that it wasn't good, that these games just stripped the combat.
No, I was saying that all these PT ripoffs that make literal walking simulators that try to mimic that of what PT did. They're shit. Outlast came out before PT and effectively tried to tell a different story and used its environment to actually have you hide from enemies and actually investigate with your camera and stuff. It was nothing like what PT did where you just look around and walk. Because the whole point of PT was that you walk around.
No, the whole point of Outlast was that you find batteries and then you put them in. There's only like 5 batteries, and then you need to get past the enemy. Oh god, the suffering.
Yeah, you have to hide behind stuff. Same thing Amnesia did, pretty much.
Yeah, I guess I didn't play it right because I just ran past them.
Amnesia did the same thing. It's an okay game. I never liked Amnesia too much, but people loved Amnesia. And then you have the Until Dawn, which the entire game also has camera angles that you can't control, but doesn't have tank controls. And guess what? The controls were shittier because of that.
Yeah,
obviously. And people love that game because the entire point of the game is to make decisions that actually matter, because they do actually matter in that game. And you get to follow like a story that changes and dynamically shifts based on what you do. And it's pretty cool. It's not like another game that people love for some reason, which is complete and utter dog shit, and it's probably the worst game ever made, Life is Strange.
Yeah, that game is terrible.
But I won't deny that what Resident Evil 2 Remake did
oh
isn't
Jesus,
like
this level is so much bigger than I thought. Look at this. I only explored this half. Man, this game is pretty cool that way. I guess I really just need to make interesting challenges and stuff later on. What were you saying?
No, I was saying I do think Resident Evil 2's new approach, like modern approach on controls though, versus its original survival horror like tank controls, isn't a bad direction. I do think it effectively captured what made survival horror great. Like, I think it's one of those examples of improving something that was an old thing that could be improved upon, just like Mario Odyssey improved upon what 64 did. I do think that Resident Evil 2 Remake has changed controls for the better, and I'd like to see more survival horror games follow that same pattern.
Oh well, guess we'll see.
But yeah, the whole point of survival horror in the end though is just it's about the atmosphere, and it's about the storytelling, and it's about actually being scared. And that's why The Evil Within was complete shit, because it had shitty atmosphere. It never stayed consistent with its atmosphere. It kept throwing new places like a fucking haunted house.
Wait,
The
which
monsters
game?
weren't creative. The first Evil Within.
Oh.
The monsters weren't creative. The combat was shit because it would artificially prevent you from I hate it when do you hate it when games when they establish controls early on and then they strip away those controls later for cinematic purposes?
Oh,
do you hate
neat.
that as much as
I don't even know how that would work, but I hated Evil Within so much. Oh Jesus.
Evil Within did that all the time, and it was such fucking shit.
And that game had that feeling of 2 broken legs as well, though. Evil Within.
Its controls were bad, and the whole game was just kind of bad. And that's why Evil Within 2 improved on it. What it did was it improved the controls alone, and then it made the game open hub world based, where you do small objective quests within a world, and they made it so that all the monsters could be stealthed on, and the boss encounters were really cool and unique and actually had you take them on in different ways. The the horror made sense. The levels made sense. It was a much better game.
Damn. Well, I'm definitely gonna go now because I should go to that cafe and pay my bill.
Are you gonna get more food while you're at it?
Of course.
You're going off?
I am. Well, I've been streaming for a
Oh,
while,
that's
haven't I? Didn't we start at 7?
Well, your time is different. For me, you started at 9, I think.
Oh shit, I guess I... Wait, this is memes, right. Oh, okay, I guess it doesn't say when we started. Shit,
How the fuck
we
did
must
you
find
not...
out. Yeah?
How did you not pay for your cafe bill?
Because
And just
I
walk out.
yeah, I just walked out, they didn't pay attention. It's all
Wow.
on the system, I guess. It probably pays off too, I bet people just come back all the time and eat again just because they forgot to pay.
Yeah, that's just genius.
Unless, of course, it turns out that I'll get arrested for $10. Oh well, guess we'll see.
Did you know that? Did you know that in at least where I am in California, the police won't even file a report unless the amount stolen is over $500. So there are people that walk into Safeway, which is a big store chain at where I am, and
Wow.
they'll just walk out with a couple $100s, if not $1,000 of stuff, and security is not allowed to touch them. So all they can do is call the cops, and the cops will sit there and be like, "Is this worth our time? It's just $1,000." They usually go, "No, it's not." They
Wait,
don't come.
security's allowed to do
What?
something to them,
Nope.
right?
In at least in California, security is not allowed to touch anybody. They're only allowed to call the police.
What the
Amazing.
fuck?
That sounds
Okay,
great.
that's insane.
Well, you gotta have personal freedom. Sorry, I'm gonna go. It
Hey,
actually has been
wait.
3 hours. Yeah.
Hey, how much do you pay to eat? Like, for one meal?
What? I don't know. A lot.
A lot.
Well, I mean, I had a sandwich and like a little cake, so that'll be $8.
Isn't cafe like overpriced as fuck, or is it
Of
not where you
course.
are? Okay.
But it was kind of good, so I don't know. I'll be fine.
I was
Yeah.
curious. I guess last question is, do you normally order more expensive food, or do you just order more food versus quality? What is
All
your...
the food.
I think what he does, he orders quality food, but just a lot of it. Because
Okay.
he doesn't give a shit about money.
Well, I mean, normally you order as a group of people, so you normally have to reach like $15 anyways in order to get a home delivery. What did you mean when I go outside?
I guess when you go outside.
Well, outside, I don't know. Well, like my favorite is all you can eat, I guess.
Was it $10 all you can eat, or is it 15 now?
It's 15.
Oh damn. Okay.
15 for all you can eat?
It's more like 16 even. Yeah, it's crazy.
We have a pizza place called Round Table that used to be $9 all you can eat. But
All
I
you
think
can
it's-
eat pizza, I would explode.
Yeah, first you start with the salads, and you pour like more cheese on the salad than salad, and croutons,
Yes.
and then you eat that,
Hmm.
and then you more
Yesterday,
pizza.
yesterday, my mom bought me a store-bought pizza, and it was actually fucking amazing.
Yeah, they're really good. You just need to cook them in the oven, I guess.
I didn't even cook it in the oven. I just threw it in the microwave, and it was fucking delicious.
No,
Papa-
microwave ruins pizza. What are you talking about?
It was still delicious.
It,
Papa John's store-bought.
you try putting it in the
No.
oven, man. It'll be so much better.
I know, I would have done that, but I was too lazy.
Dude, it's so much better. The microwave just makes it soggy and disgusting.
It was
Ovens-
still good.
Ovens
Yes.
genuinely scare me.
You two
I'm not
are
kidding.
really children. Amazing.
But toaster ovens, you know what I'll do? I'll have a tiny toaster oven, and then I'll cut off a slice at a time, and then cook it in the toaster oven.
You know, I leave my oven on sometimes. It doesn't burn down the house. It's fine. You don't need to be afraid. I mean, it obviously doesn't happen often, but if it does, it's fine.
I'm just
It's made to contain heat. Sometimes there's some things that you cook for like 4 hours,
Sometimes there are things you leave in there overnight for like 10.
Exactly, so you don't have to worry about leaving it on bikes and it won't burn you down.
That's not what I'm afraid of. I'm just afraid of opening it. You get that blast of heat in your air, like some fat bitch farted in your face, and then you gotta reach in and
Some fat,
Oh, God.
delicious pizza pitch.
I was so afraid. Throw her in the oven. Fuck.
Ah, you monster. Alright, we're done. Bye.
Oh, wow, that's not nice.